have for streaming services that I pay for, but
Crunchyroll or Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still
yeah.
have that, and then my brother pays for Netflix, so I have access to that, but I seem to
Yeah.
watch it too often.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, recap time. So, like I said, the last session was basically just a big fight against Savasrun, and he had like a Protean that like he had summoned as a planar ally, um, who had the ability to hijack spells, and he also was able to use like wands as a move action, which was kind of neat. So he was
Mhm.
able to cast like 2 spells every turn. Pretty interesting
Yep.
little Protean creature, but um, ended up being a pretty hairy fight. Like he confused a bunch of people with his confusion aura. Um, Billy put a resilient sphere around him and Razok, and then forgot how he got in the resilient sphere because of forgetfulness
Yeah.
aura. Um, but ultimately, you guys were victorious in defeating Sophistru, the cleric of Grotus, who had allied himself with Pedriarch. He totally was on board with the idea of Pedriarch killing all the gods and ending reality as we know it. Or at least that's how Savasrun interpreted what Pedriarch was doing and how he related to you. Um, so, but probably most importantly, you guys did get a one of the like a proper Divinity Bane's weapon, like a fully formed because before you guys had some of the imperfect ones, which just basically functioned as +1 Bane weapons, but this one actually functions as a +5 Bane's weapon and also allows you to operate within the realms of a deity without being expelled instantly if they decide they don't want you there. Um, like what happened last time you guys were within Grotus's realm. Um, and that ended up actually being a +5 elven curve blade. Savasrun was himself an elf, so um, that was the weapon that he had that Pedriarch gave to him. So currently, you guys are still within the demiplane that Aradel and Pedriarch constructed thousands of years ago. Um, and the other thing you guys did a couple sessions ago was you also fought um, the Ifriti blacksmith who was making these weapons. Um, and so you guys have like plans you can't really use because none of you guys are blacksmiths yourself. But
But I
if
can
you had like
learn.
yeah, if you
Training
spend enough
montage.
time
Yeah,
training to
let's
be a
go.
blacksmith, or if you found somebody to work with, you guys could potentially make more. That would probably take time. That is an avenue. However, you do currently have one. It's your understanding that if one person amongst you has one and the rest of you stay relatively close, then its effects will probably protect all of you in terms of like
Mm,
operating within Grotus's realm, for example. So I
yeah.
believe that was kind of what you guys were thinking of heading towards was probably going back there, and this time you know that you're not going to just get kicked out. Um, but there's other stuff you might want to do in the meantime. That kind of covers up the basic gist of that. What would you guys like to do? You guys are currently within the demi plane of Aradale and Pedriarch. It is September 25th.
Is there any
Mm.
other loot, or did we loot everything?
I believe we did all the loot stuff at the end of last session.
Okay.
So
Why
there
is that the
Yeah, we
were
first
did.
thing you say? Oh my god.
there
Well, before
were
we go somewhere else.
I think there's actually still some stuff in the loot sheet. In fact, if you go to the loot character sheet, um, although probably because I mean maybe somebody might want the wand of ablative barrier, but the cloak, headband, ring of protection probably are just going to be stuff you guys sell because I'm assuming everybody else has equivalent or better.
What's the cloak? What was the cloak again?
It's just a
+1.
cloak resistance +1.
Yeah, I
So
think
I don't have a ring
Yeah.
of protection.
you
Yeah,
could
I
get
already
the
have
ring of
one.
protection then if you'd like.
Going once, going twice. Sold
You
to
take
Billy.
it.
I'm 90% sure that Shazra has one. Yeah, he does.
I would
I don't know
suspect
if
so.
He's got a better cloak too. He's got a +2 cloak.
Yeah.
The
Let me see if I even
headband.
have a cloak.
Yeah, there's a headband for wisdom. Maybe somebody'd want to grab. Maybe, but I think all of you guys have a headband of some sort, probably. But if you don't, I mean, +2 wisdom is, a +1 will save. So it's not nothing.
Yeah. I do not have a cloak or a headband.
Well, there you go. Maybe
Well,
maybe you want to take both of those then. Actually, the wisdom would be good for you too, because you're technically your
Yeah.
multi-class as a wisdom-based caster. So
Yeah. Even though it's it's like I'm
I mean,
multi-class more for
you're not using
casting these
spells that
spells
much, but
aren't that, yeah, but it's still good for
it might give you a bonus spell. Who knows? Probably not. It
yeah,
probably
I'll have
doesn't
to
hit a
check.
break point, but it might.
I'll,
Okay.
you can always
Yeah, and you haven't obviously explored this entire demi-plane, although you'd think that doing so would probably take a considerable amount of time. The only places you guys have really gone were this little shrine that was set up. It was actually like you guys kind of picked it out because I think Vander is the one that made the check to like remember from the previous time you guys had been here that this door wasn't here before.
yeah.
Um, and then
Yep.
obviously you guys went to the one that had the smith in it.
if we go back to the previous room, there's doors there
Yeah,
where
so the
Shazra is.
previous room was more like, oh yeah, this one there are two doors in here. They just lead to like
Little
little
storage
sleeping
room.
quarters and store, yeah, like just little side rooms. Actually, during the fight with Savas Rune, some guys came out and Vander fought against them. It was basically
Oh
just some
yeah.
like mooks came out, and that's since Ron wasn't here. I said, "Oh, Vander fights these guys
Mm-hmm.
for several rounds, and managed to somehow take all of them out without even taking a single hit." Which I mean,
And then he saved us in the big fight too.
yeah, it was pretty close actually too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
possible. It's possible that Shazra might have finished it on his own because it was pretty low, but it would have been very. It would have probably come down to like if he'd missed an attack, like, oh shit, all right, well he kills Shazra then.
I
Yeah.
blame it on the ground being made out of stone instead of earth.
Yes,
Mud Buddy would have saved us.
Mud Buddy probably notoriously effective combat skill. Mud Buddy.
I guess I'm ready to leave this area then. And yeah, I don't know that we want to necessarily explore all the other little demi planes off of the rail tracks or whatever.
Yeah, since we got what we literally were coming for,
Yeah.
the sword, and then talk to this guy to see what's up.
So do we
Okay.
have stuff to sell? Because I don't
Uh,
really have much.
You might have a little bit of stuff to sell, but yeah, I mean, probably not much more than you had last time you guys shopped.
And I don't
I
have much
literally have
gold.
like 55 gold.
We
Yeah,
purchased really
so-
recently, so yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd just be, and it sounds like you guys actually pretty much used everything that was in there. There's still, like I
Yeah.
said, there's still
Yeah.
that wand of ablative barrier, so I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
anybody
have
wants
stuff to
that.
sell when we go back, though.
Oh, okay.
You do have stuff to sell?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell my curb blade.
Oh, right.
You
You
guys
have a
saw
new
the
one.
other one?
I got 2 of them.
Yep. That's right.
We
You have one
also
of the.
wanted to find a smith, right?
I mean, do you guys want to? You guys have a weapon.
Well, we
We have
have
a weapon
a
now.
weapon, but we also have the like sort of blueprints for how to make more, and I have
Mhm.
20 pounds of completed Divinity Bane alloy in my handy
Correct.
haversack.
Yeah, you have enough. You could probably make another like 2 or 3 weapons.
That seems like a good endeavor. A nice side quest before potentially fighting a deity.
I'm good with whatever.
I forget what our logic was. I feel
No, it's
like
not using the right one.
Well, our
we
logic
don't
was
think that
we
Grotus is
knew
actually
he
going
had
to attack us.
our logic coming into this is we knew this guy had a sword, and we were just trying to convince him to
No,
be
I just
to
mean
our side. But
the logic of if we go into Grotus's realm and he can't expel us, is he going to just murder us? I don't think so, but I don't remember exactly why.
I think
Maybe we're just
it
so
hides your
insignificant, so
Well,
presence.
meaningless.
yeah, your understanding as well is that having it also like dampens, because normally, a deity will just know that you're in its realm. Like he doesn't actually have to see you. He just knows. He knows everything that's going on in his realm, and it by having one of these, you're undetectable unless he like physically comes over and sees you. So
Okay.
having one greatly decreases the chance he'll
We want to be
notice that you're
undetected
there.
from him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just having one makes it less likely he'll even be able to see you.
But we have to
so.
like stick together unless we get
Okay,
more.
I'm good either way. If we want to just go back, we can go back, or if we want to look
Yeah, I
for
mean, if you
a
get more, it gives you
trustworthy
some
smith.
flexibility to, you know, split up, or I don't know, somebody casts dismissal on Vander, then you're not like shit.
Because
Yeah.
splitting the party never went wrong.
Yeah, I think if anything, we don't do that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to you guys.
I just realized I've probably been playing like the last 5 sessions with charisma damage. The one thing that I don't even use. Charisma.
Some of that, if it's just damage, some of it probably's been falling off too. So
Yeah, I just never like undid it. It was just applied basically the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Whoops.
Yeah. I just never like went
Whoopsies.
back and deleted the damage. Yeah.
Oh well.
I can't remember if Foundry automatically ticks it down when you hit the Knight's
On
Rest button or not.
rest. Yeah.
I think it does.
Oh.
I want to say it does.
Maybe I took it. Did I take it in the last fight? Did it do? No. Didn't. It would have been the ghost that did charisma or something.
I think you're
I can't
right. I
remember.
think it was the ghosts.
Yeah.
Had like a gaze or something that did
Yeah.
that.
So, whenever we fought
Don't
that last,
ghosts
that's when I took
do.
the damage.
Which you guys theoretically could run into that ghost again if you guys take the
That's
same way
true.
back to.
Well,
Yeah.
not well. I mean, only maybe within a amount of
If
certain
you
amount
guys
of
went
time.
back right now, unlikely because you guys have only been gone for 2 days. But the longer it is before you guys go back there, the more likely it is that the ghost has reformed.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that like pretty much the only way we could go back other than like straight up?
You do know that there are other Doomsday doors. That's the only one you
Yeah.
guys know about.
Yeah.
It's the only one
So
you guys know about in character, I think. Actually, I think somebody made a knowledge check when you first
I think I
encountered the
did.
Doomsday door.
yeah.
So yeah, and I think you guys also know that there is one in Varisia as well.
Yeah.
That is known about because some very famous Pathfinders chronicled it.
Yeah.
During
But
during the
why
course of
go?
an adventure path.
Why try to work towards another one when we know we have a guaranteed one? Yeah, there
Yeah,
might
and
be
the
a
ghost
ghost
is
there,
not
but
scary anyways.
yeah.
You guys could totally go to the other one though and recruit Jace, who is and Pilbo Peppers, who are both probably there.
Yeah. Bilbo Puppers. I forgot about that
Yeah.
character.
I think he's there. He
Mhm.
because they had the thing with the Windsong Abbey is they had like a bunch of priests that were like of like different faiths that were supposed to gather, and like some of them were ones that had like different, like there was a Zon Kuthon priest who was like lawful neutral or something and had like a really like um generous view on Zonkuthon, we'll say, and that was like totally what Pilbo Peppers was for Lamashtu. He had like a generous
Mhm.
view of Lamashtu. He was chaotic neutral view of Lamashtu, which so like it was kind of funny because that character was just like that. I didn't make that character; that was just written in there. But they had like this really funny kind of parallel. But yeah, so he ended up going there basically because they had a seat for like a bunch of different deities, and there was actually a Lamashtu seat that nobody was there. So I think they offer like, hey, you want the seat at the council here as the representative of Lamashtu? And then Jace was
Mhm.
probably there because they had that there was that crazy forge.
Yeah.
So that unfortunately for
Right.
you guys, you missed out on the chance of getting a Wishblade. That
We go back to
Oh, well.
Snakeblade, I guess.
Yeah. I guess.
okay, so you guys head back out into
Yeah.
into the hallway, the minecart
We
hallway.
might have to fight those weird people that we just walked by last time.
Yep.
That's something to keep in mind. So yeah, do you guys do anything before you go back out into the island?
Did we investigate this room or these spaces?
You guys
Or-
looked at them, but you guys didn't. I wouldn't say you investigated them
Yeah,
necessarily.
I guess I'll look
Yeah,
around
I just want
this
to
area.
look around. Perception, maybe hidden
Okay.
things be hidden.
I mean, I'll roll one.
Eh.
I kind of figured if there was something there, then
I find
we
a
probably
bug and I
would've
eat it.
seen something, but
Okay.
yeah.
You guys are looking around. You find in the southern sleeping quarters down here, looks to be a like a stack of like notes written in Elven. I don't know if
Oh.
Razok speaks Elven, but I think there's
I
at
do.
least
Yeah.
one. You do? Okay. Oh yeah,
I
you
do
would speak
too.
Elven.
Yeah.
That's right. Razok would speak Elven
Mm.
as well because he's half elf. I forgot.
Yeah, half elf,
um.
half orc. Yeah.
So yeah, they look to be written by Savas Rune, and you see that there's also a diagram, and it looks like he actually has drawn one of these like crystals that you have seen before. Like it looks familiar. It looks like one of those crystals. Well, actually, I don't know if Razok saw them, but they look like the crystals that they're using to store souls. And he kind of is writing about it's like it's really interesting technology. Um, and the idea he says that's one thing though that I don't know if I agree with Pedriarch on about how he wants to bring some of these souls over into his new world.
Mm.
It doesn't sit right with me. I feel like they should see the end as the rest of us do.
Oh.
But you do find it curious that where did he see this then?
Yeah.
Could there be one within this demiplane perhaps?
Mm. I guess so. So we know the door to the minecart is that the only door that we've seen like in this place?
There are
Like, is
several doors that have minecarts that lead into them, basically minecart tracks that lead into them.
yeah.
This is one that
This
doesn't,
yeah.
but
Is
yeah,
this door like okay? So we came pretty much straight in from that hallway.
yeah.
Is there any doors that lead off? Like other than these like rooms? I guess I could go check
Okay,
these
yeah,
rooms
yeah.
out.
Yeah, these rooms right here are not within that hallway. That hallway is past this door. Like the hallway is
Mhm.
not represented in with a map, but
Okay.
so you haven't explored all the hallways.
Okay.
All the rooms you guys have been to have been pretty close to like what looks to be the end of the hallway.
Mhm.
But yeah, like there's further hallways down there. Like
Mm.
if you move away from where the exit
Yeah.
and where the smithing was and all that, like it winds around, and so you don't know how far back it goes.
All right. Mm. In his head, he's like, choices.
Yeah, you
Do
don't
we
think
stick
that
on the right path, or do we go follow this lead and who knows what happens? Mm. I guess.
you also do find there is a little stash that has like some gems and coins totaling 2,000 gold,
All right.
which you think was probably Savas Rune's money, basically.
Yeah.
Take the
Yep.
loot.
Yep. Take it.
All right, you guys can just add 2,000 gold divided amongst yourselves. It'd be
Ooh.
400 each.
Yay.
Yep.
I'll just add it into Matt's sheet for him here. Oh wait,
Speaking of which,
he's here now. I can let him do it himself. Cool. I don't want to edit it. I don't want to put something on his sheet anyway. Screw that. All right, Matt. When you get into Foundry, you can give yourself 4,000 gold.
400.
400.
400 gold. Not
Wow.
4,000.
Yeah, he's not playing a greedy character.
Oh no.
Come on.
Well, and Savas
You,
Rune wasn't that rich.
the
Are you
drawback
sure?
from
I'd
greed. You
probably
got
trade your soul for a Klondike bar.
if you get
Yeah,
my soul.
I mean,
Really? Just a
you
Klondike
traded
bar?
other people's souls for a Klondike bar, effectively.
True.
So
I'm just saying off of the
you might
like,
have an opportunity to
potential
do that again
greed.
because sounds like it seems like from looking at Savas Rune's notes that there's another one of those soul gems
Okay.
within this demiplane, and also Savas Rune had some insight into what they were for.
Where's my character? That's right. I have it by default,
Yep.
huh?
Yep, I assign the characters to you, and then once you log in, you already have it.
Okay. And we're still level 10.
You're level 11.
11.
Level 11.
11.
Okay, gotta update that. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think that much happens at this level anyway.
I don't know if everybody else is leveled up to 11, but
Yeah, I just did. I just finished. I got clustered shots now.
looks like
That's weird. I'm not seeing the
Wait.
Ethan isn't level 11 yet.
button.
What?
Oh, you have to give
You-
yourself
you have-
manually. You
you
have to
have to give
manually
yourself-
give yourself an FXP.
Oh, okay. Are
I
we
think when I
above
ended
that?
when I ended the last
Yeah.
combat, I forgot to assign out XP. So
Yeah, we're right at it. This is what we did last
Oh.
time.
Okay, and that's why.
Is this one of those situations where I'm not gonna be able to edit it?
here,
Oh,
I'll set it for you. There you go. You have enough XP to be level 11 now. Yeah, Vander, Razok, and Billy are all 11 already. So looks like Shazor just put his in.
Okay, so let's see.
Why'd it roll?
You probably hit a button that did it. I think there's a
Probably did manual. You probably did a roll for health or
yeah.
Oh.
There's two different buttons, like one that says roll and one that's manual or
Manual.
something. I think
Mhm.
you want to do the manual and just set it to half your hit die rounded up.
Where's my... Okay, so that looks correct. 1737 saves are the same.
Anyway, yeah. So the only thing you really missed was people were discussing their options, and we did like a search through these rooms here and found some notes and money that Savasrun left behind.
Okay.
And the
He had
notes
notes about one of those gems, the soul like gems.
and his comments on it were that he didn't know if that he really agreed with Pedriarch's notion of bringing souls over into a new world that he wants to create. He thinks perhaps the souls should just, end with this universe like the gods intended, or like Grotus intended. It's the only god he really cares about. But that's he gets it.
And
Pedriarch doesn't like
our
them.
notion is like, where did he see this gem to draw on it? Like,
Yes, because he had a diagram
and
of
he
it.
and he was talking about like all of the cool how like the technology and stuff. So he actually must have saw it.
Yeah, he
Not
was like
just like heard about it.
it's a very interesting design. So from what you gathered, it seemed like he has studied it.
So our options are go back to Snake Blade, somehow get back to that portal to go into the other Grotus's place, or search around for this crystal and figure out what we want to do with it.
Look for the secret laboratory.
Yeah.
Shaw's
find
was
that
like, we gotta
soul.
sell these souls to
We
that hag.
gotta do something.
We
Either
gotta
going to the
free
highest
these
bidder.
souls,
Either the psycho pumps do something to help us, or the hag gives us money.
or we
Um,
just free the souls,
I
Yeah.
will
let them go where they're supposed to go.
I will cast detect magic around the different rooms here, pointing at the walls, looking for anything that's oddly magical, like that might be a secret door.
But you don't simply let money free from your purse, do you?
If it's going to a good cause, I do.
Billy, when you use detect
Good
magic,
cause
it's
technically
hard
is us finding.
to really find anything out of the ordinary because you're within a room, you're within a area that is constantly magic. But yeah, every time you take the time to concentrate, you don't detect anything other than the
Plane.
demiplane itself, um, and the magic items that you have already gathered.
And the thing in the room we did the fight in that looks like some kind of fountain or something, what's that?
This is like a little shrine. Um,
There's a secret button on the shrine. I looked for it.
Okay,
uh,
that's
you do not
everything.
find it. You just
Yeah.
see that there is
Wait.
the only
Now I
thing
don't find
the only
anything.
thing you see is a silver holy symbol of Grotus, and there actually is a book there as well.
I will mage hand to read the book. Is
Hold
it
on,
in
this
something
has
green,
a
I
this
guess?
the name of the book is the Book of the Last Moon. Do you have knowledge religion?
Yes.
Increase.
Give me a second, because I'm throwing my banana peel away. I thought rabbits like vegetables.
Yeah, but you're not a rabbit.
Religion.
True.
I have some religion. I have
Okay.
32 religion.
You recognize that this Book of the Last Moon is one of the is one of the only recognized collections of lore for Grotus. It is basically a holy text of Grotus. But you also know that trying to read them and make sense of it is considered very dangerous.
What kind of danger?
As in, people that read it
Sandy.
and spend too much time thinking about it are rumored to go insane.
Hence why all those
Okay.
clerics are insane.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time they were already insane when they started worshiping
Yeah, but
Grotus, but yes, this didn't help.
yeah.
I will mention the text to the group and warn them of the dangers of reading it, and say I wish to not read it, but I have it if someone is brave.
If someone's brave.
To read it?
I know. When we get out of here, I'll summon Mud Buddy and he'll read it.
You're like sparking some internal like goblin PTSD that she didn't even know she had.
I could think of Mud Buddy reading
What do
it,
you
and
mean?
I think of the evil twin Leopold in Rise of the Rune Lords. Secret, remember that, right? And
What was
Mantis,
that?
it was Mantis's familiar, like his cat familiar in Rise of the
Oh,
Rune
that's
Lords, and it
right.
was like one of those mirrors where you look into it and it
Yeah.
summons your evil
Be
twin.
right back.
But it happened to be his familiar, who was just a cat, looked into it,
Yeah.
and we had an evil cat who
I do remember that
otherwise
now.
had no abilities, so it was not very threatening, but it was very funny.
Yeah, that was funny. I think that was recorded as well. So.
Yeah, that was late enough
Yeah.
in Rise of the Rune Lords after we had started recording it. There were a lot of like fun things in that dungeon, like the whole thing where we
Oh
turned
yeah.
into goldfish and decided to swim up the
Oh yes.
into the rune
Just,
well and almost died.
I'm
That was
just
really
like,
funny.
I could just rewrite this and let them swim up this, or I could just let it be since there are
I
other
mean,
routes, you know?
well, it was written that way too. Like I
Right,
went and looked at
right.
it later because I have the book too. Like after we finished, I went. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, they have stuff in here for if you are crazy enough to try to swim up this, like swim up the pipes of the fucking rune well. Like bad shit happens. Like
Bad
I'm like,
shit
yeah,
happens.
Secret didn't make any of that up. She
I
read out
didn't.
by the book. Like they had stuff in the book about it.
I think the only thing I really ad-libbed is like when he like goes to spy on you and turn into a fish. I was like, how in the world is he gonna see them from the water perspective? So I'm like, he's gonna have to jump out of the water to see
Oh
you
yeah.
guys.
And we noticed that a fish was jumping out of the
Jumping out of the
water.
water,
Like that's weird.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that, but that was very funny actually.
Yeah, that dungeon was fun.
Yeah, a lot of people apparently didn't like that dungeon because they thought it was like too like some groups think it's like too long, which I could see that. Like I guess I could
Well,
see
it's
it
the
a
whole book,
world where it
like,
overstays its welcome, but like
but
I
we all
mostly
know
enjoy
book
it.
5 is the dungeon book. Like,
Yeah,
you
a lot of
know,
APs do that. I've noticed too,
yeah.
where it's like all of book 5 is a dungeon. It's like, yep, this one dungeon, whole book. Especially Shattered Star, but then again, all the books were a dungeon in Shattered Star other than book
Yeah.
1. So other than book 1 and book 6, those are the only ones that had. Well, actually, shit, which one? There, one of them. A good portion of it was getting to the dungeon. I think that was book 2, maybe, where you're like, there's a bunch of time you guys are in the swamp. I don't know. Anyway, back on this game. What do you guys do? You guys head back out to the minecart?
If no one else wants to read the book,
Minecart
I
hallway?
will throw it in the handy haversack. It may be useful.
Okay. You'll keep the book. Add to your inventory Book of the Last Moon.
And yeah, I think we exit out of here.
I'll make a
If
note. Billy has the Book of the Last Moon.
yeah, if I guess when we're leaving the entire place, I could cast Aura the Unremarkable again. That could be fun.
Are you guys leaving yet, or you
I
guys gonna
don't
go looking
know.
for this gem here?
I think we should look
The
for the
soul
gem,
gem.
I guess, but I don't know where to look.
Well, you guys could start by going further into the hallways, the mine tracks.
What does the rest of the party want to do?
We're still in a. No, hold on. We're outside, right?
Yeah, I don't have a map for the minecarts. If you even
Okay.
if you guys have exited this area, you guys would be in the hallway where it has a minecart running down the center of it and a bunch of rooms, like a bunch of portals that some of the minecarts go into. But the
Mm-hmm.
hallway extends further than you can see. Like it has curves and stuff, so like you see there's like a spot where it turns off and can't see any further. But so if you keep following the hallway, there'll be more portals, or you can just start going through random portals. But up to you.
Oh, we could stick to not random portals.
Yeah. If this guy had some secret laboratory, I would have expected it to be in his little demi-plane within the area, that demi-plane we were in.
Like you'd expect it to be close to where he was sleeping. Well,
Yeah.
you don't think that the soul gem was Salvus Rune's thing because he was.
Oh.
It looked like he was studying it, but he was talking about like, wow, this soul gem that Pedriarch made is really kind of sick. Like
Okay, so it's wherever Pedriarch keeps
it's
it or
where
put it.
Pedriarch would have put it. Yeah,
He would have put it in the ethereal plane, just like his silly little key.
maybe.
Right.
I do not have any way of doing that right now, I don't think.
Hmm.
'Cause I think we just used scrolls last time
We
To
did.
what?
to find.
I think he used a
We used a scroll of
scroll of
true
truth
sight.
of it wasn't true sight, it was
Uh,
vision of
One
or
round,
glimpse of
yeah.
truth, so it was true sight for one round.
And then we use a scroll of ethereal jaunt to grab the thing.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that, any more
But
of that, so
to be
I think we
Hmm.
just
fair,
walk
none of the
around and look
other one of these
for.
soul gems you saw were on the ethereal plane. That was that key, but the soul gems were always like they were just like in
Mhm.
a base like both of them were in basements basically. Like one was in a basement under a mansion that supposedly like that basically Pedrick's alter ego, the elf Cacklin lived, and the other one was in the basement of a monastery that it was like a monastery slash hospice house kind of.
Wait,
Yeah.
this place is attached to like a city of those like people that grew up in the demi-plane, right?
Yes, there is a city as well. That was there. You guys would know actually how to get to that too, because there is a portal right near where the one that goes to the forge that doesn't have any minecarts going to it, and it leads into this large manor that's at the center of this little city, basically
Yeah,
in
Well,
the
that
demi
seems
plane.
that's it.
And you guys have
That's
been
his
there.
guess
You guys have
because
been there.
there's needs to be souls for them to put in, and what better place than
uh
an actual town or city or whatever.
yeah,
Mhm.
are there people living in the city, the people that left the demi-plane for Snakeblade but then they wanted to go back? Do we think they're
Yeah,
living in that city?
That would be a reasonable assumption that they probably, if they needed somewhere to live, that'd probably be where most of them went back to.
and
Okay, so I guess we
if
go to
our
that portal.
the cleric came back with that group, so that's where he probably would have seen it, is traveling with that group, and then they're like, "Oh, come look at this,"
Yeah,
Perhaps.
or
so let's
help
go to
them
that
build it or whatever.
portal, and then I'll Aura of the Unremarkable us before we go through, so we don't have to slaughter every person we see. Hopefully.
But
So you guys are going into the one that leads into that manor in the center of the town then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
that
yeah.
sounds sus.
Well, if you remember, it leads into that same. It's at that top level of it where
Mm,
the previous party encountered Aerodel as the
Demi
Demi
Lich.
Lich. It's
Yeah.
that
yeah.
building, like that library building, basically. So when you get
Maybe
there, there's actually nobody in that room right now. Um,
Yeah, okay.
And didn't we like detect? Obviously, it's not my character. My character hasn't been in this room before, or this character
Correct.
hasn't.
Yeah,
But
Razak's never been
me as a
as a
guy,
player.
player remembers that there is still a tether, right? Didn't we
There
determine that there's
was there
still
was
a tether?
before a tether that you guys were able to see with sea invisibility. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody has sea invisibility right now, but
Yeah. Maybe the tether's attached to that somehow.
mm,
But
well, the
I
tether
don't know.
before you guys
I thought the
couldn't
tether
see
before
where
went into a wall.
it basically did. It did not even quite a wall. It just kind of went off and then like it looked like it disappeared. Like it kind of
Mhm.
it
Well,
um
wasn't that tether attached to? We killed the lich, didn't we?
I thought it was attached to, like, the Lich's phylactery or something.
it was attached. It was basically where the phylactery. So there was basically a spot where there was like a. It looked like there's some sort of explosion that had happened, like an arcane explosion.
Mm.
I think I might have a map for this. Let me see if I can find it.
Hmm.
Because you guys haven't been here for a while, but this is like a map that I. Where is this thing? I know I made a map for this like a long time ago when you guys last time you guys were here. Ah, I found it. Okay. It's been a while since we've been on this map. Oh god, just activated here. So on this map right here, I still have Malice on there. So a bunch of
Yeah, that's fine.
Caslers. They aren't there. Let's get their proper people on this map here. Tactics not here. All right. So
Oh, hey.
yeah,
So
this
this
was
is the
actually
four
I
portals.
the original
Yeah.
map that you guys when you guys fought this. I was an MS Paint map, and I made a
Yeah.
slightly upgraded version of the map. Not quite MS Paint, but only slightly better. So like one of these like display cases, I think it was this one
The
from
top
the far
right,
right,
yeah.
had
Mm.
what looked like a arcane explosion of necromantic energy happened there. From like when you guys examined it, and I
Mm.
think somebody had cast see invisibility and was actually able to see that there was like a
Tether going
tether
off.
from within there, but it looked like it was like severed.
Okay. All right. I was just
And from
side tangent.
I think from what you guys have learned, like you would be able to piece this together. Especially those of you that have like good knowledge arcana, like Billy. You probably would realize that yeah, this was Aradale's phylactery, and the tether got severed, which is what turned him into a demi-lich, and it got severed because he was astrally projected into the astral plane for too long, and his tether severed, and he was stranded there as a I can't remember. There's a term for it for when you're like stuck there basically because you can't go back to your original form because your original form doesn't exist anymore. So you're just there. So he was stuck in the astral plane.
Yeah.
But you guys went and fought him, and
Mm.
um,
Did 'em.
you did him in. You had like a psychopomp with you that
Yeah.
captured his soul and took it to the boneyard. So he is actually dead now. Um, his physical form, the Demi Lich, was killed by a different party. You guys didn't have to deal with that,
Mm.
but you guys dealt with his astral form. So yeah, he no longer exists.
Come on, Pluto. We could have dealt with the Whale of the Banshee again. That was fun.
You guys are about the level you could
Yeah,
probably
I
take
think we
on
could take a Banshee on.
a Demi Lich.
Oh, a Demi-Lich?
Do
Yeah,
we have
Maybe.
Death Ward on anyone?
Nope.
I don't know, but
Okay.
it would be tough. You guys could maybe do it with proper preparation.
I hide in the resilient
If you run
sphere.
into one that you're not expecting, then you guys are probably not going to have a good
I'll
time. But
I'll put the resilient sphere around the demi lich to block the wail of the banshee.
okay,
Perfect.
yeah,
Um,
Demolitions are kind of like crazy too because they have like they're immune to almost all magic.
Hmm.
Any spell that allows spell resistance, they just are immune to, other than like a
the jewel
small list
or
of like
whatever.
4 spells that actually do work on it.
Yeah.
And then they also have DR like 20 or something, I think.
Jeez.
Where's their DR? DR 20 dash
So DR all.
dash. Yeah,
Well,
no way to overcome it other than
unless you're a
Smite Evil.
paladin, yeah,
Smite Evil is the only thing that overcomes that shit.
you need Aura of Judgment or whatever.
Or if you use a Vorpal weapon,
Mhm.
but like who fucking just carries around a Vorpal weapon? Not a
Mhm.
lot.
So, I guess we want to just start looking around this room and this manor building for the soul gem or any
Okay.
other interesting stuff, right?
Well, and you see
Yeah,
that
we can
there's
at
these
least do
stairs
that.
that lead further down into the manor, but
Yeah.
I think there's some windows in here, and you can see like the windows on the around this like building. This is at the top of the building basically, and you can see that there is like a town um below this building. It doesn't look there's a lot like you don't see any real activity out there. Um,
Mhm.
Billy especially doesn't because he only sees 60 feet away.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna focus my
and
search on the room here.
you're pretty confident that you don't see they don't think there's a gem in here. There's lots of books. Um, there's really nothing valuable here. It seems like somebody has looted anything valuable out of here a long time ago. Um, there's books that you maybe can read. They're basically almost all written in Aslanti or Thessalonian, mostly Aslanti. And there's these portals
All right.
and then a stair that
I,
leads deeper into this manor.
I want to quickly look at the book titles because I do know Aslanti and
Hmm.
see if there's anything that's, and I also know Thessalonian. See if there's anything that maybe mentions God, Divinity Bane weapons or anything about those weapons.
None of the titles jump out as you at you as like
Okay, and I'm
suggesting
not
that.
looking beyond that then.
Yeah, I think
right.
you guys have looked through these books
Yeah, we
before
looked
too.
through it
We
before.
we did, but we did that before we knew a lot of the stuff about the weapons.
That's true. Like you might have had
So
you have more insight into like
yeah.
what might be relevant. Yeah, it seems like a lot of these are like more general, like probably out of date stuff about like, you know, politics and history.
Mhm.
Well, history that's, it's out of
But
date
this could
in
be
theory, but
valuable to sell.
you do think that if you gathered up all these books, they probably would be valuable.
I can't fit much more in my handy haversack.
Yeah, these are probably more than a handy haversack's worth of books.
No,
Yeah.
you send people here later. You're like, yo, give me some money and I'll tell you a secret layer of books.
Yeah,
And then the Pathfinder Society will be like, we're on it.
we're on it. We're gonna
I
make a
guess
whole Pathfinder Society module out of it.
Yeah.
You get the spell where it's like roll a carpet, throw all the shit on the carpet, and it like melts into the carpet.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that spell is, but
I haven't heard that one.
It's like a floating disc
yeah,
or something.
yeah, yeah. You literally it's
Portable
like
hole.
There's a
yeah,
similar one that you can put stuff like in your on your robe, for example, and then
yeah,
pull it
yeah.
out later. Like
It's basically like
it's like
like a
it makes it
sailing
into like a
jutsu
little
from
patch. Basically,
Naruto.
you pull the patch off and throw it on the ground, and it turns into the item.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I think it's a cleric spell. I've used it before, but
Yeah.
a long time ago. But
Mm,
I guess go
we go
down.
downstairs and keep looking
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
Just want
Um.
perception rolls or
Yeah. Go ahead and
Wait, is our
go ahead and roll
health the
some.
way we want it? We should probably heal.
Yeah.
Up to you. Your health is accurate. I'll say that much.
Razok.
Yeah.
I'm
That is
gonna
what your is health
use
stat.
this
Yeah.
wand on you.
I could use the rest of my Cure Light wand, I guess.
4 and 6. I don't know what your health bar is.
Is it on me?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 and 6 health. Uh,
How much?
10. I have 50 sets out of 87. I think I still have a couple things I could do.
I false
Here,
life myself for
take
11
3
temp
and
HP.
5. Let's roll one.
That should be good because I have I can use a fervor too.
Oh, no, just hold on to your fervor. And,
Alright.
8.
And 8. Alright, so the 5, 8, and 8.
I'm gonna use this on myself.
3.
7 and 7.
Well, 8 and 8.
Yeah, 8 and 8, 16. Yeah, that was. I didn't see the 3. It was,
Yeah, we're fine. I mean, the real
yeah,
issue we
I'm
have
pretty
is,
close.
at least for me, is number of spells left for the day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. You should try playing a fighter so you don't have to worry about spells.
Yeah.
I'd say a monk, but then you gotta worry about key points.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not much.
I mean,
Um,
no, I like casters.
yeah,
I played a lot of fighty people recently, anyways.
that's true.
Like this Hell Knight guy.
You're playing a paladin and
Without
Crimson Throne.
spells, yeah.
Mhm. All right.
Well, I'm
So you
not
guys
going first.
head down the stairs, and
Yep.
yeah, this it's kind of eerie because the manor is very quiet. It doesn't look like there's anybody else in here. You do see that there are several like empty rooms. Um, you think that a lot of these rooms actually do have like some valuable magic stuff in them. Like there's the decanters of endless water. It seems like there's like several of these like installed within the building.
Mhm.
Um,
Loot it
and
all.
yeah, you think it would take a lot of time to like do that because they're like
Built in.
Okay.
yeah, they're built into the buildings. You'd have to like chisel them out kind of.
You mean I'd
But
have to earth trimmer them out?
I mean, Earth Tremor would probably make it a little easier to get them out.
No,
But yeah,
if
it would
anything
it would be a
super
considerable time
valuable.
investment. So that I mean, if you do want to spend the time, feel free.
No.
Just keep in mind, I am going to be tracking time within my
Just
notes
anything
here.
that's like significantly valuable, like over a couple thousand gold. But I
Mm.
think the decanters are what, like 500 to 1,000 each or
Yeah.
something.
Well, and it seems like a lot of these places, it looks like other people have perhaps like ransacked them. Sometimes you find places like evidence of that where it looks like somebody's like taken stuff out of it already, out of those rooms already. Possibly a different party that has already been here
Mhm.
before in a different campaign or has
Yeah,
ventured through
we
these
did
rooms.
do that, didn't we? I think we looted the decanters of into whatever water. Some of them.
Yeah, probably. I think some of them are missing, but um,
Okay.
eventually you guys managed to. Did you guys roll perception checks already?
Oh,
Before
Yes.
all
no.
the
Yeah, I do see
things
them.
that I
Okay.
rolled a one at least.
I see one perception check.
I'll
Yeah,
roll
that
You guys
another one.
like to
33
roll
was
perception check?
for after going downstairs.
And perhaps with the knowledge that these other ones were within a basement, you do actually find a not very well hidden like trap door that seems to lead down to a basement below this manor.
Sure, let's
Um,
go.
Opening it reveals a ladder that leads down into looks like a cellar of some sort, and you do see that there is a gem, a fairly small one, similar to the one that you guys found under the monastery. Not as
Is
much like the
there
first one that you guys found.
is there a whole like soul factory containment thing, or is it just the gem?
It looks like it is. It is. It looks like there's something that's like next to the gem that it looks a little different than what you guys had saw from the previous two that you've seen. But yeah, it reminds you a bit of that. It
Okay,
does seem like a
Shazra.
somewhat similar setup to what you saw before.
Maybe this was like a proof of concept, and then those are like the big
Perhaps you could. Would you like to
thing.
spend some time studying it? You can make a knowledge
Sure.
arcana, perhaps, or like a knowledge engineering work too. Knowledge arcana 32. Okay, so you think the key difference to this one is that it has a much longer range and it is tied into the demiplane as a whole. Um, Unlike the other ones, which worked from on a much closer proximity, this one appears to just ambiently capture souls from within the demiplane. Like,
Wow.
um, you also don't think that there are very many souls within this gem at the moment, which leads you to believe that it has actually only recently been installed.
So whenever the people move back here, then
Perhaps, yeah.
Pedriarch set it up, I guess, or
Perhaps
this other guy.
maybe it was emptied out or something. But right now, you think that there are not very many souls in it. You would expect that perhaps the soul of Savasrun actually would be housed within it at the moment.
Even though he died within that demiplane, within.
Well, that demiplane was tied to this
Attached.
same one.
Okay.
It's one demiplane. There's like kind of portals that bounce between different sections of it, basically, but
Oh, okay,
it's
okay.
all basically one demiplane. This seems to basically be tied to the borders of this entire demiplane. You think
Hey,
that
Chazra.
if you had died within here, for example, and somebody had like taken your body and ran out of here, tried to resurrect you, it might not have worked because your body might have actually been stuck within this soul gem.
Yeah, Chazra.
Mm-hmm.
We have a soul gem for you. It has the soul of a few people, including one elven cleric of Grodus.
Oh.
Yeah, we better contact the psychopomps. It doesn't sound like it's worth very much. At least not to the hag. The psychopomps would probably value it more.
I leave all the soul business to you. You're the sole proprietor.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, let me see.
They'd probably be willing to help us get to Pedriarch.
Maybe.
I mean, you guys kind of already have a deal with one psychopomp, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
I get
We should
he
make more deals.
rolled really low.
We should make more deals with them.
Right, yeah. I was gonna roll to see how to disable this, but my
You're
roll
not
was pretty
sure.
low.
It's beyond your
Yeah,
understanding.
yeah.
Am I able to understand it with the Arcana check? Or do I need an engineering check also?
You think that you actually are pretty confident that you could disable it. Like you know how to turn it off, basically.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time my guy's seen anything like this, so
Alright, I will use my Mage Hand cantrip to carefully disable the device and allow the soul gem to be collected.
Okay. Well, and you're trying to set it so if somebody like future people that die aren't going to get
mm,
their souls
Correct.
won't get sucked into it.
yeah.
They'll pass into the river of souls as
Yes.
expected instead.
Yes, of course.
Okay. You do so then.
And then I say, okay, Shazra, feel free to take the soul gem.
I mean, I'm not going to take it unless we know what we're doing
deactivated.
with it.
Well, I thought you were gonna contact the psychopomps. Do you have a way to do that?
I actually don't. I don't have a way to do
I,
that myself.
I
I can
I'll
contact the hag.
I'll grab the crystal. I'm
Okay.
kind of I have a contract. Well, not a contract, but agreement with the psychopomp. I just don't know how to contact them.
Last time what did we do? We went to a temple of Pharasma, maybe.
Well, last time they were just sitting outside the area, and we
That
caught
too.
sight of one.
It's a pretty large gem. It's like a 50-pound
Mm.
thing, but
There's a reason I'm not grabbing it as the bunny.
oh, last time you guys never grabbed any of these. You just like
Yeah.
either
Well,
let the psychopomps come in and bust it open, or called the night hag over to have her do it.
Eh.
Although this one's, like I said, this is a smaller one. This is even a little bit smaller than the one that was under the monastery. Not by
yeah,
much.
that,
Pretty
and I think we
similar.
have better understanding of it now, so it's not as scary. Like we're
Yeah.
higher level.
Yeah, it's the third one you guys have seen too. This is kind of old news.
So if someone can carry it,
So that'll
don't
probably
we?
be Razok since he's holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then-
okay, that's fine. I'll put weight on.
I guess we go to like a temple of Pharasma somewhere. Is there one in Snakeblade? Or a priest of Pharasma we know of? I don't even know.
Not that you know of, no. Snakeblade's pretty small though.
The last time we went there, where were we? There's one of the towns had a temple of Pharasma in it, I thought. I don't remember. That was too long ago.
Well, I know that the capital of Assyrian Sothis had a temple for Asma. That's probably the last place you've been at that had
Yeah,
one.
we might ask
Most
what's
the
his
other
face to
places you've
teleport
been
us.
at have most of
No
the cities you have
temples.
been at have definitely not had temples of
Yeah.
Pharasma. I will
Yeah,
say that
true.
much. But you guys have also been in Rahadum for like several months, so like they didn't have temples of much of anybody really, considering in that all temples were illegal basically.
I'm at medium load now.
Yeah, we should ask what's his face to teleport us. Is it Gonkul that can teleport, or is it the
Gonkel
other
can
guy?
teleport, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he can teleport us to like Sothis or somewhere.
All right.
I think that's he did last time you guys went there. Although I think you guys might have had to like also use a scroll because I don't think you can teleport enough of you
Yeah,
there.
he couldn't tell
Yeah,
everybody.
but I don't. Maybe he's higher level now.
Did you level up, Cole?
We leveled up, Gonkul.
What were you doing? We leveled up.
No.
I think you guys are higher level than Gonkel now, actually.
Yeah.
That's okay. I won't tell him.
Yeah.
Has he been in fights with us?
I mean, the other option is
He should be getting
occasionally,
XP.
occasionally he has been.
Yeah.
Most
So
of the
we're-
time when he is, I'll just say, Goncool goes and deals with these NPCs, and I don't.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
happens
just give
off
him like
camera.
I mean,
a boon of a +1, +2s or whatever. Just
Since I do kind of have a. Never mind. I'm not gonna pull that
yeah. Okay.
contract because I said he could come find me when he needs me, not vice versa. So
Yeah.
the van.
'cause, yeah, I said that since he helped me with my mom, that if he ever needs me, call me.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys hoof it back to Snakeblade now, then.
Yep.
I think so.
Well, we might be able to, I don't know, purchase some kind of like thing to contact one of them or one that you know.
Yep.
And then we will petition them for more aid in return for the soul gem.
Okay. What do you guys do about the? You know that when you exit, you'll probably appear within that camp. Last time you guys got through it by using Aura of the Unremarkable.
Yeah, I was gonna do that again.
Okay.
So did you consider me using it previously when we went into the top floor of the
I did consider
manor?
that, but there was nobody there, so
Okay, so I have one more third level spell.
okay.
I just wasn't clear if my character was like, oh, I probably don't need to do this, or if I did it and it just didn't matter.
So I just gotta roll 5 will saves, right?
Yeah, let me use the spell for you here. Because we all like text. DC 20.
Okay, well the first guy definitely failed. He rolled a 1.
So I have no third level spells left now.
All right, that's 2 1s in a row. That's a good start for you guys. Yeah, these guys don't have great will saves, so you got a pretty good shot at just walking past them again. All right, you it's funny actually because I rolled a nat 20, but then I just realized that was on. I rolled 1 extra time. It was on the last roll, but actually no. For the 5 that are there, all of them, the highest roll between them was a 16. So nobody rolls a high enough will save to take any notice of you going through the portal and walking past them.
Okay.
Okay.
So just we
Uh,
walk by and walk into the
Walk
forest.
by and make your way back to Snakeblade, and it
Yeah.
takes you basically the rest of the day to get back, but you do get back to Snakeblade.
We need to rest and recover spells.
I think some of you have like homes in Snakeblade that you guys like
Yes.
purchased. So
I don't think I ever did.
I
Is my
built
uncle in
one.
Snakeblade, or is he still in
when you get back,
another town?
he is actually back in Snakeblade.
Okay,
Goncool has
excellent.
teleported back to go fetch him, basically.
I'll
So-
inform him of what we've done, and I'll also ask him if he has any occult methods for contacting specific outsiders, because we need to contact some psychopomps and petition them for aid and see if they'll trade that aid for a soul gem.
yes, there are. I have frequently used occult rituals to speak with and have discussions with various outsiders. So this is a trivial task for me.
Excellent. If we
Give
could
'em-
bother you the next day after we've rested for that, I'd be most appreciative. I feel like we're hot on the trail of Pedriarch now that we have one of his god bane weapons.
Okay, yeah, he'll agree to do that the next day for you guys then.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we resting? Are we going our separate ways, split the party, or are we sleeping?
I'm sleeping in my house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping at my uncle's place.
I think I would,
Razakul,
if there's room, I
Sure.
would probably go to Gonkul's also. Just because I can talk to him about the magic stuff we saw. and
Goncool
all
stays
that.
at the
At the
you'd be
end.
able to. You know, Goncool stays at the Casimir's manor. Like if the
Oh, okay.
he
I'll
stays
stay
at
there then.
he stays at the mayor's house basically because him and the mayor were like they
Buddy.
they were buddies. They adventured together.
Yeah.
All right. If they let me, then yeah, I'll stay there.
Yeah.
Razak just stays out in the edge of town. He's
Put
like
on
There
right
is-
over the stars.
There is an inn too, like an inn and tavern right by the docks, but
Yeah, but why stay at the end when you can stay at a mayor house?
yeah. I think last time you were just hanging out with Tactic and I think I don't remember-
I was sticking with tactic, and we camped outside the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
Yeah.
I think that's what Efoot does too, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
I
feel like-
built I built my house out of
you built a house, okay.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
It's not great.
Malice did this. Malice lived outside too. But
I
my
think
guys
since then,
also-
though,
I think
I've,
Xander was the
definitely-
only one who took them up on an offer of a free house. So like, hell yeah, I'll take a free house. Everyone else is like, nah.
I
Ma-
took
think
free
Malice
property,
might have,
but yeah.
he's more focused on keeping watch back then because shit went down earlier in the day. He was like, "Oh, I'm staying out for watch."
Yeah.
But Razak will stay out in nature. He's
I
kind of
think
like the ranger. He wants to.
Yeah, sure.
as Billy's grown in strength and levels, he's grown more pompous as well. He's used to the nicer things.
I
Pampered.
deserve to stay in a fancy manor
Oh.
and have
Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm
have
the fanciest bunny around.
Oh
yeah, I
no.
need them to bring me tiny little carrots on little miniature platters.
Which are actually full size meals for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, vegetable hors d'oeuvres are actually just
Right.
meals.
Right.
I'm gonna stay on the outside of the city and just hunt rabbits all night long.
No.
You gotta take
Just
out
come
some
back with
aggression.
just come back with like 50 rabbits.
I'm staying in the manor. If you're gonna hunt, then now's your chance because I'm not gonna be out there. Just don't
Yeah.
hunt in the manor, the mayor home.
All of them are the same color and coat as Billy.
Because like
Exactly the
I don't
same.
actually care about the bunnies themselves. Because like
I know.
Oh, whoa.
I'm a transfigured into a
Yeah, he's not
bunny,
really a rabbit.
so it's
Oh
not
my
like they're
No, I
killing
know.
god.
people of my
Oh my
species. But
god.
it's more like
Yeah.
I hope you don't mistake me for a wild rabbit.
Yeah. No, I was just messing around.
I mean, if the bunny looks like it has a backpack on, then don't shoot.
Yeah. All right. So
If
we
it's
He's
like a
wearing a
named
cloak
bullet
with
for
an
your bunny
amulet on
hunting,
him. What else are you wearing?
I'd like a name bullet for freaking
Patriarch.
Pedriarch.
So I took that spell, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's a good point,
Nice.
actually. You know,
I don't have
Pluto,
any fourth levels yet.
Yeah.
you know when Billy's like, but I'm just a bunny. He's also a bunny with like a cloak and a necklace and jewelry
And a
on.
backpack,
In
yeah.
a backpack, yeah.
But I'm just a bunny. Don't shoot me.
Yeah, I there's a very good reason that I've definitely had NPCs attack him anyway.
Especially if I cast spells, then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, this bunny is magical."
Where I'm going to attack the magic bunny with a backpack.
Yeah,
A backpack and a cloak
that's
and a
fair.
headband.
In all, yeah, because I
Next
guess it
time I'm
could
gonna
be like
play a disguised character and I just disguise myself as a rock in combat.
Well, I can put the hat of disguise on you technically, and you could technically disguise yourself as something else.
Can I
Something
wear that
else
while I have a
inside.
Like a
headband of
long-haired
intelligence?
Yes,
bunny or
technically they
something.
are different slots. Hat
Okay.
slots are not the same as headband slots.
he disguised himself as a Pagwampi because they're about the same size.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I like pay someone to remove my negative level?
Has it been a week yet?
Wendy die?
No, I don't know because we were like on one like extended day there for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's only been 2 or 3 days, but I don't know for sure. I don't
think it's
remember.
been okay. So when you guys went to Sothis, that was on. It's actually it will have been 1 week's
Oh, okay.
in one more day.
Okay, I'll just wait then.
All right.
As in, like when we wake up tomorrow.
So yeah, it's the 26th, but when he died, it was when he got resurrected, it was on the 20th. So it's been 6 days. So it'll have been 1 week,
So
one
you
more
need
day from now.
after we wake up.
Correct.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you guys go to Sothis, for example, which I'm guessing you guys will probably do that, probably go to Sothis or some other large city to be able to do one more shopping trip, and you'll be able to get it removed.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think Ron said he has stuff to sell, but I don't think the rest of us have much. And if we're able to cultly contact the
Yeah, I mean, maybe one of those
psychopomps.
psychopomps will do it.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. We could exchange. Part of it is like, hey, we'll give you this and remove a negative level from our buddy here.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
So yeah, Laszlo will ask you if you've got like a specific psychopomp you want to contact.
Is this next day? Are we rested?
Yeah, go ahead and hit the nice rest button. Sorry.
I will give out that one guy's the psychopomp that we're dealing with in the guy that went with us. that captured the soul that helped, the one that helped with
Yeah,
my mom.
yeah. Let me see if I can find his name on
I
here.
can't remember his name.
Was it? No, that's not it. Did I even give him a name? I think he might have just been. Was he a Vitus?
I believe so.
I just have a note in here that says that there was a Vitus psychopomp.
Name generator.
So it might have just been a specific that Vitus, I guess.
All right. Bob. His name's Bob the Vitus.
Now we're gonna
But
go
yeah,
have to listen back
I'm
to the VOD and
sure.
find
I'm
out.
sure. Even though we don't know, like player wise.
Actually, I think his name is Gingy.
Gingy.
Yeah,
Gingy?
Gingy the Vitus.
Gingivitis.
Okay. I have the name for the Shulsaga that guided you to like around the astral plane. I have that written down.
Yeah.
I have the name
Okay,
for
back.
the Marut Inevitable. You guys have a dagger of and a scroll of Greater Planar Ally.
Mhm.
But I didn't actually write a name down. It just says you guys met a Vitus.
Yeah, I
And
thought I had that dagger. I don't know where it went.
Victor Vitus.
all right, well he'll summon the Vitus. He's met the Vitus too. He was there when
Yeah.
you guys were there. So
Didn't I? I had that adamantine dagger. I thought
I don't know who has it, but somebody has it.
it's not on my sheet, and I don't know why it would have disappeared.
Maybe you threw it at somebody.
No. So that's interesting. But someone in the party has it, I guess.
Wait, has what?
Unfortunately, Tactic has it.
Oh.
And he stole it.
Oh god.
There's an
No,
adamantine dagger we were given as a.
it was an oversized dagger that belonged to Zaket, the Marut Inevitable, who had been tasked with killing Pedriarch because Pedriarch was
Yeah.
going against the natural order by
Yeah,
extending his life unnaturally.
We didn't use that, did we?
No,
No.
you haven't. You have not used. You also have a
We
scroll.
haven't.
You also
We
have a
just-
scroll of Greater Planar Ally or something. I think. with it.
I have that, and I have Abel's mirror. That would be a normal planar ally, not a greater. I think you said.
It's
I don't know
probably-
where the dagger went.
You consider the dagger as a spell component for that scroll.
Are you talking about the Divine
Probably.
Bane dagger?
No, this
This is
was
an
way
adamantine
before that.
large dagger.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
have
it's just
that.
not on your
Okay.
sheet, but you guys definitely have it.
Okay, well,
Somebody has it. I'm pretty sure. Unless you
I'm
guys
fairly
saw it
sure
and
it
then
was
said,
me.
"I'm going to sell it," and then deleted it
No.
because you sold it for money.
It's possible.
Like, why do I have this large size adamantine dagger? It's very valuable, though.
It's
And I
very
need money.
possible I sold
Probably
it
did
without
sell it,
realizing.
honestly.
Like, obviously, I wouldn't have done it on purpose. But
Yeah, it's just too funny. Like imagining that. Like, what's this giant dagger for? I don't remember killing a giant.
now that you mentioned that, I wonder if I just saw adamantine dagger. I'm like, oh, let's sell this.
Yeah, I'm never going to use it.
Yeah.
Well, in any
Okay.
case, you had one at least. I don't know if you still do. Up to you, I guess. Search your memory and your soul. The the Laszlo
Right
will conduct that ritual and summon up the Vitus.
Yes, we will
I'm
do
checking
that.
the VODs.
What do we need? Knowledge or spellcraft or knowledge planes?
He says, "Don't worry about it. I got this."
No, let me.
Where are the VODs uploaded to?
They're on youtube.com/D100
There's a
Pathfinders, I think.
channel
But
in
the latest video is 9 months ago.
uh
Am I dumb?
Are you looking on Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube.
If you're
Okay,
looking at
look
the video
on.
section, there's the live tab you have to switch to, or just go to
yeah,
the
that's
playlist.
why. That's why. Okay.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
playlist. Yeah, you can find it in
Yeah.
there too.
That's tricky.
Yeah, I don't like it.
All right, thanks. I will passively look through this and see if I can figure out what happened.
Because it's important.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I feel like I probably messed it up.
He might have sold the dagger, and now you guys aren't going to be able to
Okay.
summon a Marut
Uh,
Psychopomp in the last fight, or a Marut Inevitable in the last fight.
yeah, but how long ago? Like, how's he
Or
gonna
I
find the
guess you
video?
could. You just have to like pay him, or
Good
go back
luck.
and buy the dagger. Like, hey, go back to the pawn shop. Like, hey, remember that dagger I sold you? Can I buy it
Yeah.
back now?
I mean, people do that in pawn shop all the time. I had like a roommate who kept selling his like professional camera and then buying it back, like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
You can do
Yeah.
that as like a sort of like as a loan, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That used to be like one of the main purposes of pawn shops, actually, back in the day.
Loans, old-fashioned loan place. Yep.
Yep,
Because if you couldn't pay them back, they just get the item.
yep. You had the item for collateral,
Yep.
and then probably they sell it back to you for a little bit more than that they gave
Yeah.
you. But so they make some money either way. But yeah, if you don't buy it, then somebody else will,
Yep.
and they agree to not resell it for a certain amount of time or whatever as well. But all right, so yeah, he will. If you want to roll a knowledge planes to help with this, to help him conduct the ritual.
Yeah, I can do
Mhm.
that. Knowledge, please. Oh.
Hmm.
Razok's not very helpful, but it's fine because
Yeah.
Laszlo
He said
is.
he's got it.
He's like, I don't even need help, guys. Like, this is an easy
Mm.
ritual for me.
Of course.
Very well.
Um, he does, and the Vitus shows up again. Do I still have? I think I have a token for it. Yeah, here we go. It's one of these guys. And he recognizes you, and he says,
Mm.
"Hello again. Uh, I is there some way I can help you? So you helped me in the past."
Yeah. Razak will like undo like the bundle he has the crystal in.
Ah,
Pulls it out.
he will move to examine it. Says, yes, there are some souls trapped within here. I can get them on their way to Pharasma's court to be judged.
He nods. And then he looks at Shazra since he really doesn't want to do the next part.
Mhm.
We'd
He
be willing to trade the soul gem to you so you can do your business with it in return for some aid in pursuing Pedriarch, as we are close. We are close to confronting him.
what sort of aim are you, or what sort of aid would you like?
Our greatest difficulty is getting into his is getting into the plane of existence where he's been working. It's an ethereal entrance that we've been able to get into before, but it's taxing on our resources. If you could give us a way to see into the ethereal plane and easily access it, that would be appreciated.
You guys don't need that, actually. That was just to get the key, which you have now.
Okay. I'll tell him that we still have to deal uh with Grotus's moon. That's where Patriarch's been operating,
Mhm.
and that although we have a weapon now to shield us from Grotus's well, to keep us from getting shunted,
Yeah.
we could still use some protections against the plane itself.
Yes. He thinks about it. He says, yes, Grotus, the moon of Grotus is very is a very dangerous place to try and exist on, especially for mortals. Being on it without powerful magics could cause you to prematurely age and die. I can help with that.
Very well.
So he will back, and he plane shifts away again.
With the crystal, I'm guessing.
No, he leaves a crystal there.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
Okay.
He's not gonna do anything with it until he's submitted his or fulfilled
Yeah.
his part of the bargain.
Yep.
And he will come back with a scroll of restoration for Vander's negative level, but also 2 scrolls of planar adaptation, which is the main thing you guys would need
Mhm.
for going into Grotus. Actually, he'll have 3 of them for you, so that we have
Okay.
some backups because they do last. The duration on them is pretty long, but
Yeah.
um,
You never know what can
you never
happen.
know how long you guys will be there.
That is
Yeah.
nice. Yes.
He says this is a spell that a high-ranking priest in service of Pharasma has created, and it will protect you within the realm of Grotus. And this scroll, indicating the restoration, will restore you to full strength, indicating towards Vander, who is not at full strength because he has a negative level at the moment.
Did he notice this? I say I don't even think we mentioned.
I'm
His
sure. I'm
I
sure
was
Psycho
able.
Pump
energy drink.
your life energy.
I was able to detect the strain on this one's soul.
Okay, great.
Then I am happy with this trade.
Okay.
I hand him the gem then.
Do you want me to hold on
Is
to
there
those
an
scrolls?
easier way we could contact you, or someone or another member of Pharasma's court, if we need to?
He will give you he'll give you one more scroll, and it's a scroll of planar inquiry, and he says if you use this, you may contact me. It will only allow us to discuss, but if it is somewhere else that I am able to reach, then I might be able to come there. Otherwise, you'll have to use other magics such as planar ally or something. But this will allow us to discuss should the need arise.
Okay, very well.
Right.
So you can add planar inquiry and 3 scrolls of planar adaptation, and then I'm
I added
assuming the
the
scroll
planar
restoration you
adaptation.
guys are going to use right away to remove Vander's negative
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Technically, it's 1 day early, but go ahead and I'll say go ahead and use it now, so we just can for bookkeeping we can remove it now.
Yeah, just get rid of it. Yep.
Okay.
Easily done.
Close enough. This is a super powered scroll of restoration that does
Well,
it
keep in mind
a
too
day
that we
early.
were on the realm of Grotus, so time passed faster or something.
Oh, that's true too. You guys have been on the realm of Grotus, so yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point because if you didn't have the planar adaptation, I might have had there's actually like stuff in there, but like you guys might have had to make saves versus like skipping to next age categories and stuff like that. But planar
Yeah.
adaptation was a good choice. So
Turns out planar
Mhm.
inquiry is not on my spell list.
it's not. What a shame.
My spellcraft, not spell. My UMD is -1, so I'm gonna say I probably should not take that scroll.
Charge of party.
What
Is
was
it
that?
on the mega spell list? I don't even
No.
know. I don't know if Planar Inquiry is on anybody's spell list. It's probably on. Actually, it's technically probably on Razok's.
Yeah.
I have
Me,
some ranks that
check.
use magic device.
Cleric, druid, inquisitor, shaman, sorc, wizard, summoner, witch.
Yeah, it would be
As
on
far
his
as
because
core classes.
it's cleric, medium, oracle, it is psychic. No, it's planar ally. Planar
Yeah.
Inquiry is. Yeah, I don't see psychic on here. Arcanist, cleric, druid, hunter, inquisitor, oracle, shaman, sorcerer, summoner unchained, war priest, witch, and wizard.
Yeah, so it's on mine.
Okay,
It is
so
on.
War Priest.
I think war
Okay.
priest is literally just cleric up to level 6, but
Yeah.
Okay, so you can take the planar inquiry scroll, Razak.
All right.
And then I have the 3 planar adaptions. I can cast that.
I like planar inquiry. It's like it's a
What
pretty
are we
cool
doing with
spell.
this wand of a blade of barrier?
That'd
Like, I
probably be one
have
of the
this.
items I would sell.
I say I have the spell, so I don't feel like I need the wand. But maybe someone wants the wand. Like,
Yeah, but if you have the wand and you have the spell, then you don't have to use a spell slot to use the spell because you'll have the wand.
Yeah, but the thing is
it's caster
it's a
level 4.
slot. There's a spell that scales with caster level. So it's not a minimum caster level. It's a level 4, but that does mean it only works for 40 hit points worth of damage, and then it falls off after it converts 40 damage into
Is it
non-lethal.
personal?
No, it's 20 hit points.
Oh, is it 20?
It's 5 per level.
Is the
Okay,
spell
yeah, 20.
personal?
It's not personal, no.
Well, then just cast it on somebody like Razok before he goes in.
Well, that's what he normally does, but
Right, I'm saying I would just cast the spell that would
he'd rather do it
block
himself
a
because
lot
then
more.
it'll block like up to 50 points or whatever is the maximum.
Yeah,
I don't know if you get up.
50.
I think you're at the point where you get 50
I
out
get
of it, right?
yeah, I'm 11th level.
Yeah, so he'll put it on there. It works it's similar to like stone or stone skin in that way, where it since it's a low caster level, the wand would only give you 20 hit points worth of
Yeah,
like
I
damage
guess
conversion.
Sell it then, because no,
does Shazra or Vandir have UMD?
I have UMD.
Yeah, but I don't think they want to spend like their first couple of rounds putting that on.
No, but if we have a round before combat, like they could put it on themselves if it's just like a minor combat.
Is it
I-
minutes
I-
per
just hold
level or
on.
round?
Hold on
Shazra,
to it
if
for
you have
now.
UMD, I think you should take the wand of a bladed barrier and just use it
We
in
can
minor
sell it
combat
if we need to.
where we don't need the big one.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you just cast it in those
That's
situations?
what I was.
Yeah, but then I have to remember it. This
Oh,
way,
okay.
because it's not for my like.
I mean,
If
you
I-
guys could also just sell it.
We could
Yeah.
sell it, just like the last combat. We almost had multiple people die, so like
Oh, it looks like somebody took it. It's not there
yeah,
anymore.
I think it's better that someone in the front line that can use it just remembers to use it.
Okay.
If especially like okay, they're dying in combat, I can't get to them, but they could, cast it on themselves if they're getting ganged up on maybe, and take it,
Mhm.
take a few more hits maybe. I don't know.
All right. Now we're teleporting back to that area.
Yeah, Goncool says while you were gone, I've scribed a scroll here as well, of teleport.
Oh, wonderful.
So if somebody can use the scroll, and then I can take the rest of us, you should be able to. Where do we want to go? Do we want to head straight back to the Doomsday Door, or do you guys have business in Sothis?
Well, we tell him about the blueprinty thing for making the Divinity Bane weapons, and we're like, if we find a smith, we could craft more of these. Do you know anyone that would fit that? Like that's trustworthy?
I don't know.
We need to find Jace. It's the only option.
We gotta go to the other doomsday door.
Yeah. I think it's pretty risky then if we just go with someone we don't know. Like I guess we could find like a lawful good like cleric that knows how to smith or something like that.
Yeah, but would they really smith
Oh,
a
they wouldn't
divinity
smith.
blade?
Yeah, probably not.
That's the tricky thing, because you
I say
gotta
we hang
find
on to them for now.
Okay,
your
I
actual
guess
best bet might just to be find somebody who's like lawful neutral and is like, yeah, I'll do anything for money. I don't care. Like I'll uphold my bargain. Yeah, you
but
want me?
also like we'd have to pay them at least as much as the weapon is worth, or else they'll just be like, hey, I can make this cool weapon and run away. Or we have to like sit there and be like, okay, we're guarding you. Don't get up to any funny business.
Yeah, you just go to like someone who values a reputation, like
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Major Smith on this. Maybe
Okay.
someone you could go. You could.
Pluto, we're
There
going to
might
the
be.
city of brass.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might be able to find like another Ifrit Smith within the city of Brass, for example.
You
You're
killed
going
my
off the
mom.
rails.
Yeah,
Oh
they
no.
find out that you killed his mom, and then he
Oh
betrays you.
no. Plot twist.
I
I
say
don't
we
know.
hold on to
Okay,
it.
so what
and
do we
then-
have? We have the Elven Curved Blade. What does Shazra use for a weapon? You have your blade.
I have
bending,
my
Shazra
right?
has
scimitar.
Shazra has a scimitar, but he's a blade bound magus. so-
Yeah, so you don't want it. And then we could make arrows question mark. Or
Yeah,
not
you could
really.
theoretically make like you can't really make a bow out of it because it's a metal.
Yeah.
You can make a metal bow.
but
Make-
yeah,
You can
but
make a crossbow.
it wouldn't really get the benefits of it. In order to get the benefits of it, you'd have to make arrows, basically, which you could do.
So that would be the only option that would really boost our power, right? Is imagine we have like some of these Divinity Bane arrows, and then I cast Name Bullet on it for Pedriarch. Like that would be pretty
Sure,
cool.
yeah.
And then you miss every single one of them, and you run out of them.
Well, I won't. It's gonna be freaking Malice or
Oh yeah, yeah.
Razok.
Razak.
He'll
Yeah,
miss all of
you
them.
have your
He'll
old
be
He's
like,
gonna
well,
miss all of
I
them,
did my
yeah.
part.
Yep.
I
basically.
pretty much set it to where I could get at least one
Do-
guaranteed shot on this.
Do you
guy.
have
At
True
least.
Strike?
I pretty much do. I
Okay,
have the Arrow Master's bracers that gives me a plus 20 to one attack per day.
Okay, but it doesn't ignore
So-
concealment.
I have all the feats that ignore concealment.
You have blind fight and all that.
Not blind fight. I have like pinpoint targeting, and so I have
Okay.
like really reduced.
Okay. I think it's worthwhile to try and do this, but whether we do that now or after going to the Grotus realm.
I'd say let's stick with our path and go to Grotus.
Okay, and I guess Pluto, maybe this is a little meta, but like, are you vibing like we go this Grotus realm? We're getting to the end of the whole game, or is there still plenty more after before like fighting Pedriarch? Or are you not willing to divulge that?
Going into Grotus is probably like where the campaign ends, to be honest. Now,
Okay.
you going there, this might not be the last time you go there, to
Yeah.
be fair.
But it will probably end.
That is
in there.
probably where the campaign is going to end. So
Okay.
that is probably where the final showdown happens.
I guess
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm not confident in our ability to fight Pedriarch and win without.
Yeah, but you remember we have help.
Yeah, but having an extra like secret weapon would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Divinity Bane may not
We
be
have.
useful
Do
against
we have
him,
the
but
thing
like
to summon the
+5.
inevitable?
Well, we're trying to figure that out. Billy might have sold the dagger that he's supposed to use.
You might have sold the dagger. You
I-
might have sold the dagger.
we don't remember. He doesn't.
I
see it on
tried
his
looking
sheet
through the mods,
anymore.
but it's too hard to find it because it's not like my perspective, so I can't see if I'm opening my
Yeah,
inventory
yeah.
in any of them.
We can't he doesn't see it on his sheet anymore, so that's we were discussing if he maybe had sold it the last time you guys sold a bunch of stuff in Sothis because he was like, "Why do I have this oversized adamantine dagger?"
You know what?
So
Maybe
it's
just
somewhere in the
for.
Sothis markets.
It might be.
Well, then let's
I mean,
look for it.
I guess it depends if you actually want to role play that out, or if we would just want to be like, I will delete this ablative barrier wand and like 1,000 gold, and just say
Okay.
that we have the dagger.
Let's go to
Uh,
Sothis.
Uh,
So I guess Pluto, what's your feeling on that? Do you want to role play it out, or do you want to just like say, let's just subtract the gold from the party and say we
I
have the
mean,
dagger?
you have the planar ally. Even if you don't have the dagger, you guys
You
can
could pay
literally just
them.
pay him.
Okay,
Like,
that's fair.
yeah, we lost your dagger that's supposed to represent you agreeing to help us, but here's some money instead, and he'll accept that. But
Okay,
it's just very funny to me.
I have to assume that I sold it.
Yeah, I think so. You
I
probably
don't.
looked at it and you're like, "Wow, an adamantine dagger, that's worth like 4,000 gold."
Yeah. Well, does large make it worth a lot more because it's
Wouldn't
more
we have
adamantine?
talked about it though?
I don't remember actually. I could
Because I
check.
was trying to find rules on that, and on the
Well, let me
SRD, it
see
just says weapon is 3,000 for
if I go
adamantine.
to let me see what happens in Hero Lab. If I make a
It does
dagger,
change its price. It should.
It should, but I don't see the rule for that, I guess.
so let's see, a large adamantine dagger is worth 3,004 gold.
Okay, so it's the same.
Yeah, maybe it's, let me see.
Which is
I
a
feel like
little.
I feel like it might be like,
Do it a short sword because that's what they turn into when they're large. They're considered short swords.
well, if I go to
Well, weapon is just 3,000 for adamantine.
if I go make a custom weapon dagger and make it huge, is it more expensive? Okay, technically is slightly more expensive. Actually, I just realized where the difference is. Okay, so a huge adamantine dagger is 3,008 gold pieces.
Okay, so it's not more expensive.
It's not it's for some reason it doesn't make it more expensive for the cost for the adamantine part. It's just the
Yeah, that's
part of it
weird.
being a bigger dagger makes the base cost 8
That's
instead of
so
4.
stupid because you're
Yeah.
using so much more adamantine.
Hey, yeah. I feel like maybe it's I mean, it might Hero Lab, I don't know, maybe Hero Lab's doing it wrong.
I mean, I saw
Um
the same thing on the SRD, like there was no rule for it. That being
Yeah.
okay, so either
Yeah,
way,
a medium adamantine dagger is 3,002 gold pieces, and a large one is 3,004 gold pieces. So
I
it's 2 gold more. There's a 2 gold difference, which again doesn't seem correct, but that's
yeah.
what Hero Lab's saying. It's probably going. Hero Lab usually goes by a very strict rules as written most of the time. So
Mhm.
probably that's
I
probably
I have a
correct on a rules as
proposal,
It's
written.
probably accurate.
It's probably
Pluto.
accurate with rules as written, but not rules by intention.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense because the amount of material to make something
I'd
larger.
say
Yeah.
for each size would be like 1,000 gold more.
At
Yeah, something
Mm,
like
yeah.
that, at
for
least.
Yeah.
adamantine, maybe, but yeah.
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 At
I
least
have a
for a
proposal,
sword.
Pluto. We would not have sold the dagger intentionally. If we
Mhm.
sold it, we got 1,500 gold for it. The ablative wand is a 2,000 gold roughly. So say we just delete that
Yeah,
and
yeah,
500
no,
gold and say we have
that's
the
fine.
dagger. Is that
That's
okay?
fine. Yeah, no, I don't I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be a stickler about this, come on. I just think it's very
Well, I just didn't
funny.
know if you had like a big plan to like have us go on a hunt for this
Oh,
dagger now.
hell no. No, I don't
Okay.
wanna do that.
He's like,
Let's
I don't want to
let's
waste time.
yeah, I mean, yeah, let's go on a tangent and do like 3 sessions of hunting down this dagger again.
Okay, I'm just
Like
uh Matt, did you take the Wand of Ablative Barrier that I was so adamant about not selling?
Yes, I destroyed it.
Yeah, just
Okay,
delete
he just
that, and
destroyed
then
it.
I'm gonna delete 400 gold from my guy
I
because
think
that's all I have. And
I
then
think if we weren't just
yeah,
gonna do that, Shazra's plan was to just take it from the loot sheet and snap it in half anyway.
yeah.
I'm never using this. Snaps it over his
Yeah.
knee.
All right.
Okay, so I technically only got rid of 400 gold because I don't have 500 gold to get rid of. So
Yeah, it's fine.
okay, and I will add the dagger back and put in the description. Don't sell. Adamantine large dagger.
But we
The
have
cats.
the spell to
Yes,
summon.
and we have the promise of the ally that they
Yeah,
will
the
help
spell's
us when
from
the
a-
time
from a
comes.
scroll.
Okay. Do we have any other entity that has agreed to help us? What about those
Yes.
dragons?
Yes.
We have
The dragons
Abel.
you haven't heard anything from specifically. You haven't actually talked to the dragons in quite a while. Like, I think you guys maybe sent a message.
Okay.
Maybe
But
that's where we can go. Is go fill them in.
yeah, maybe.
Who was Abel again?
Abel is a psychopomp who is one of the underlings of Atropos.
That's right. Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head the type of psychopomp, but it's one of the big dogs. Not actually a dog. There actually are psychopomp dogs.
One of the higher ranking psychobombs.
And Atropos is the psychopomp usher and youngest daughter of Pharasma.
Correct.
So a psychopomp under
Oh, you
that
know what?
guy.
I think I have a token for that psychopomp in here. Let me see. Currently used. Is it in here?
So those are the two planar allies we have as far as I'm aware. I mean, the other option is we go look for Deliriaerth, the time dragon who originally defeated Pedriarch. That doesn't that sound fun, Pluto?
Yeah.
That's definitely
Or
your
the
plan.
Prime Watcher.
Or the Prime Council of Watchers from John Delay. I took notes on one thing this campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, two things, but yeah, that's one of them. So if we think we need more help, those are the other two leads we could go down. But I think for now we're saying we just want to go to the Grotus realm and see what happens. Kind of what it sounds like. So I can cast the teleport that Gunkel gave us.
Okay. Yeah, and
Alright.
he'll cast. So
And nothing will go wrong.
who's going with who? Because there is going to be, the fun teleport table, and it's
I'll go with
possible
Billy.
that you'll go with Billy. Okay.
Wait, we have to split it up how?
It just has to be
It's
into
two.
two groups because the hit die limit on teleport. You aren't
Okay,
you
but
aren't
is
at
he
high
the
enough
only
cast
person
level.
casting it?
So Billy's casting one and Gonkul's casting the other.
Okay.
I'll go Billy.
I've never rolled bad on a D100 in my life.
I'll protect Goncool.
Okay. And then who does Efoot want to
Efoot's
go with?
also going to protect Goncool with
Okay.
me.
Efoot's going. Efoot's going. It's been decided.
I
It's
was
like
gonna
you're
I
the
was
lead.
gonna respond,
just
but then I
pick
get
her up.
tugged. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
I
picked
have
up.
a question. Can you take leadership feat and then just have it be a PC?
Player pick my cohort.
Oh,
I don't
man.
think
Well,
so.
you can
Not
have
by
it be
Raw.
tactic, perhaps.
Yeah.
Not by.
That'd
Yeah,
be
that's
pretty-
true. If somebody wants to take leadership and take tactic. We've definitely done that in the past where we've had one of specifically Derek's characters become someone's cohort.
Oh, I did that. I did that with my
you?
two of the same characters.
We had
What? My
Sin did that
Barry
with
and
Sin did that with for Derek's Paladin Jane and Strange Aeons.
yeah.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Pluto, what is our familiarity with? Where are we teleporting again?
The
You
portal.
tell me where we doing?
Where's the portal at? I don't remember.
Doomsday Door in Rahadoom.
It's in that temple of
It's in that
Grotus.
temple with the ghost.
With
Temple
the
of Grotus,
ghost,
the
who
head of
I'm
the ghost.
expecting is going to
Okay.
come at us, and I'm
Well,
gonna
it's only been a
sword play
few
it a little
days,
bit.
so we might be okay.
She might be back.
So what's our familiarity before I roll the D100?
Good question. What are my options again for familiarity?
Probably
It's
seen
probably
casually or studied carefully.
Yeah, I'd say probably studied carefully.
Yeah,
I think
'cause we've been.
that's the second highest level of familiarity, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's not very familiar.
it's not very I wouldn't say you're very familiar because I don't think you guys have like spent that long,
Okay.
but studied carefully. Like, yeah, you guys like you actually did
I
look
saw
around
that weird
there. You
pillar
did that
thing.
perception. You cast like vision or glimpse of truth there.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I'd say studied carefully for sure.
All right.
Oh, who'd I lose?
Bye, Ron.
Oh.
Oh, nope.
No,
Bye.
not wrong.
It was
Grim.
Grim.
Is Grim.
Oh.
Okay. His phone
Okay.
might have died.
Oh shit.
I think a lot of times he
Yeah, he
does.
uses Discord on his phone,
He
doesn't
does Discord on his phone a lot of times, yeah. And then has like
I would say something because the last time you didn't notice for a minute. Sorry, I pulled your screen.
Rude.
he's
there
back.
he is. Your Xbox
Your
turned
phone
off
die
or
or Xbox turned off. Yeah, he could have been doing it on Xbox. I think he's done that too.
Well, it has the Xbox symbol.
Oh, yeah,
On Discord.
that probably was what the Xbox went to sleep probably. He hadn't like moved the controller.
But we don't hear you, Grim, if you're saying anything.
Yeah, you're muted or something. Hopefully you can hear us. All right.
Time
So
to
I guess
roll the
Billy will
happy.
roll one of the D100s. Do you guys want to roll Gonkels or do you want me to do it?
There's
I don't want that
Yeah,
responsibility.
Xbox went to sleep because I haven't been doing anything on it.
yeah.
That's what I thought might have happened. Oh, Shaw's
Yeah.
rolled it. Okay, good. You rolled low. Low rolls are good.
Aw,
You rolled high.
that's not high enough. Not even close.
That would only been off target if it was somewhere you had viewed once, but you've definitely viewed it more than once. So even if I was going with seen casually, you would still be fine. So yeah, you guys find yourself back in the temple basement. The Temple of Grotus.
Fun.
I just gotta find the map. Where is this stupid map?
Rude.
Here it is. Okay.
I guess before we get too far in, well, are we actually at the Doomsday Door and there's no spooky ghost lady?
Oh.
Or are we at the entrance?
Well, I'm assuming you guys were teleporting specifically in front of the Doomsday Door.
Okay, then we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. I look around for any spooky ghost.
Okay, so let's see here. First off, I want to check. So let's see. When did you guys last fight this ghost? This was. It looks like about 5. No, it's like only like 3 days ago. It looks like, I think, since you guys fought the ghost last.
So is it like a 2d4?
It's been a little while,
probably.
so I just got to check to see if it has whatever rematerialized, as it were.
Did I didn't cast my fancy spell on it last time, I don't think, did I? Purge spirit.
What fancies? I don't know.
I don't think I did. Like I took that spell and I don't think I had to use it.
I'm pretty sure last time you guys, like, Shazra did something to give himself like force effect or ghost touch or something.
I can keep doing that.
Oh yeah, he has the ghost touch.
I have Ghost Blade.
Magus Arcana. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did that.
Well, the first time, it was like it was a different version of that, but I took Ghostblade after that. I have a blade bound ability that gives my weapon like a damage type for like a round, and I made it force. But after that, I just took Ghostblade so I could just keep doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can I can easily kill this ghost.
Okay, my fancy spell doesn't actually mechanically change the ghost coming back, even though it says
All right.
hamper its ability to reform.
Oh, whoops. What did I roll? I rolled a D24 instead of 2D4. Hold on. Nah, I just typed it in chat. All right. First thing, when you guys get here, I want everyone to roll a will save.
The ghost is back.
Sure.
I could do the immediate action thing, but I don't think this is that scary of a will save, if I recall.
I need one from Vander still.
Oh, it didn't roll. There it goes.
Okay. Nothing happens yet. You guys just have this sort of weird sense of something being off. Almost like there's something um like hovering over your shoulder or something, like sort of like, but you can't actually detect anything there.
I speak out in what
Can't
language
detect
did we decide
anything.
the thing knows? Was it Aklo?
Aklo was the language you spoke to the ghost in, yeah.
Yeah, I speak out in Aklo and say, "Show yourself. We have no wish to defeat you again, but we will if we must." And by speak out, I mean mentally speak out.
Okay, nothing. You don't get any reply.
I will detect magic around the room and see what sussy magic-y stuff is happening.
The only magic auras you detect are the ones on your allies and on the Doomsday Door itself.
Pedriarch put up a scry trigger.
No, you do think this feels familiar. Like you felt this pretty much
Oh,
every
okay.
time you guys have been here.
Oh, okay. Did we ever figure
This
out what
is
it was?
this is sort of the same feeling you felt every time you guys have come to this room. And no, you have
The
not.
thing with the thing with that pillar that
You think it might be related to the pillar, yeah. You don't see it right
I
now
didn't
because
have
it's
answers for.
the only reason you're able to
Ethereal.
see it before was because you had true seeing. You have never been able to see it since or
And we've
before.
tried with see invisibility, I think.
I think so, and that didn't work. But
Yeah,
true
so
seeing
it's
worked, and yeah, like I think you're the only one that's seen it.
I mentioned it to the party last time.
Yes, you've told everyone about it. That when you had the glimpse of truth on, there was a strange pillar there. You weren't able to interact with it really in any way. Like you tried to earth tremor it, and it didn't seem to affect it. But it was definitely there for the 6 seconds you had true seeing.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. You guys just want to go through? I assume we took the key with us, right?
Yes.
So we can just
Yeah.
Once more
walk
into the
on through.
breach. Let's get the planar adaptation going first.
Okay.
Good idea. I will cast that. One of the three. So I don't have a cast set up for it, but I will mark it as 2 left.
Sure.
And I think we know enough of what the spell does. It lasts, I think it's hours divided among people or something like that. Planar adaptation. And Gonkul's
He's not going with you. He's
what
gonna.
what
Nah,
level
he's
is
not
he?
going
He
with
didn't. He didn't last time either. He's just going to. He's going to wait outside the temple.
How how did we do this before? Did we cast mass planar adaptation? Because planar adaptation is personal.
It might have been mass planar adaptation.
It had to have been mass. Is
This
that
is This is the same. He gave you the same scrolls
okay?
you had before,
I cast the mass
and I think
version.
it's
It's an hour per level.
it's an hour per level, and it has to be divided up. So
It
but it's a high level spell.
it actually
So.
doesn't have to be divided up if it's the mass version. It's just an hour per level. It's just this is
Okay,
planar
yeah.
adaptation except
Yep. So you guys have enough
Yeah.
for like several hours of
Yeah.
planar adaptation just from
I
the one
assume it's a
scroll, and you got a
6th level
couple backup ones.
It's a 6th level cleric spell.
Yeah. So 6th level.
Or-
Probably it's probably scaled as 7th level wizard, so it'd be level 13. So you have
Okay.
you guys have 13 hours of it.
Okay. Ready to go.
Well,
Alright.
no, you're right. It would have been cleric. So, but that's still
11.
actually that's 13, right?
Wait, we need to cast our like
That is 13.
long
13 is still the
spell
right number. Just
before we
Is it
go.
okay?
yeah. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying before we go, we need to cast anything long-lasting spells because remember
Yes.
spells have shorter
Yeah.
duration.
So we're doing the mass planar adaptations. You guys have 13 hours of that.
Yeah, I do mage armor. I usually do mage
Wait.
armor most of the time. Beginning of the day.
Pluto, it's a 6th level cleric spell.
Correct. You get 6th level
So
spells at level
At
13,
level
right?
11.
Or is it 11? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
11 hours then.
11 hours is
Okay.
fine.
Like, you're right. No, you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah,
Alright.
13 I guess would have been right for level 7.
That would have been right for the wizard. So 11 hours. It's
I'm gonna
CL
put
11.
freedom of movement on Shazra.
Oh, okay. You sure you don't
Okay.
want to save that?
Well, it's 10 minutes per level.
Yeah, and you do know you guys should, just as a reminder, if you cast it after you're on the plane of Grotus, it has fleeting spell.
Right,
So
that's
it has
why
a
I
half
was
duration.
thinking.
So it's why it's a really good idea to do like longer duration buffs ahead of time. But
We're
also
gonna
keep in
be
mind it is
traveling
still
quite a
probably
way.
going to take a while for you guys to get to where you're going. You
Do
do
we
know
remember
from
how
last
long
time
that was? Yeah.
it was about 2 or 3 hours.
Uh,
And you've heard you've also do know from speaking with Abel that the caverns that lead down to the center of it shift. So it's not necessarily going to be the same route
the
you took
same.
last time. Like the caves might have readjusted themselves. So it
Mm-hmm.
might take you longer to get there.
Mm,
Maybe it'll be quicker. Maybe it'll be longer. You don't actually know yet.
yeah, I'll hold on to it then.
Pluto.
Definitely not so that I had to be able to not have to take notes.
My spells
Okay,
a
maybe
day
it was
is
a little
not
bit.
resetting whenever I rested. I'm just
Go
manually
fish.
resetting it.
It should reset when you hit Night's Rest. So I don't know what's going
It
on.
should. I noted my HP, hit Night's Rest again, and then put the HP back right because I shouldn't have healed, but it didn't reset the spell list.
Yeah, it's
just
not
never-
resetting mine either.
I think they introduced a bug or something, but
I
you
don't know
probably
how
didn't
because
update.
I have not updated my Foundry in a
Okay.
while.
Yeah,
So
mine's working.
Unsure.
I don't
I
know.
manually reset mine. I will cast Freedom of Movement
Okay.
and Mage Armor and False Life.
Okay.
Oh, I got a good False Life. Let's go.
All right.
In we go.
In
Yep.
you go. All right.
Step in.
You find yourself on the moon of Grotus again, the spire of Pharasma looming above you.
We're going down
Yeah, you have
to the
to
moon.
walk a little ways towards that massive crater that you think might be its eyes or something when you're looking at it from the spire.
Yeah.
One of its eyes, perhaps, or the mouth or something. But yeah, so you don't run into anything on the way there, and you do find yourself at this large pit that has a winding path leading into it, and you make your way through it.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going in.
All right, you're coming in there and you find yourself within the caverns again. So I'm assuming you guys have like a light spell. You guys are probably having to recast more often than you're used to having to recast it because it's a fleeting version of it. But um, you do eventually come to a fork as well. There is a left and a right. Which one do you take?
Well, I can cast extended light. No, I'm kidding. Which way
Sure.
did we go last time? Do we remember?
Do you?
Go left.
Well, Pluto.
I have an ever burning torch, so I'm just using that.
I
That
use
works.
my intelligence score to see if I remember which way we went last time because I don't remember. I think didn't
You,
you like smell the air or something?
yeah, your intelligence score tells you that even if you did remember,
It probably
It's
it
changed.
doesn't
changed.
matter because you can tell already that the this path looks different than it did last time
Okay.
you were here. So you can
I
already
think
tell that it's shifted.
last time Chazra was just like go left every time or something.
Yep, left is the pragmatic choice.
All right, so you guys
And
go
I am
Following
left.
the
ever
left
the
wall.
pragmatist.
Okay. Um, let's see here. Well, maybe Goncool did go with you guys last time.
I think he did.
Oh, I don't remember, honestly.
This map had
Did
Goncool.
he?
I'm like, oh, I guess he was
Oh.
there.
Okay.
The light spell will last 110 minutes, so I don't have to recast it too often. So half that, right? 55 minutes.
Oh. Dancing lights is like 1 minute.
Yeah, Dancing Lights is a lot shorter duration, but the upside is that you
You
can
can move
direct it ahead of
on.
you,
Yeah.
and Light you can't really do that. You can put it on like on something you throw, I guess, but yeah, then you can't move it around.
Can't you prestidigitate like a marble and then put light on it and then throw it?
Like prestidigitation to create a little marble, and
Yeah,
then
can't you do
cast light
that?
on that.
Isn't that what prestidigitation can do? Just create
Prestidigitation can
tiny
do a lot of like
little
very small
rocks.
minor things. It
Yeah,
might be able to make like a tiny little marble. That might be something it could do.
I think so. I think it can. Yeah.
It can't make uh it can't make anything valuable, but it can make something
No, not at all.
like a worthless little piece
It
of
says
quartz or something.
prestidigitation can create small objects, but they look crude and artificial.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it could make like a really shitty cat's eye marble or something. The worst marble. Did anybody else have like a marble meta when they were a kid? Which is
Yes.
where we
And the
had like
Pogs meta as well. Marbles
yeah,
and
we
We
Pogs.
had
had some
like
marbles, but it wasn't a meta.
no, we had like marble casinos that people set up. So they'd set up like it was like almost like a sandcastle, but with dirt and sticks and shit. And then they put marbles in it. This was like a recess game we did. And then they put the marble inside like the little like sandcastle or whatever, and be like, yeah, if you hit the marble from this location, like if you can like roll it to hit the marble, then you win the marble. But they'd set it up so it was like hard to do it, obviously. And if you lost, they took your marble. So
Hmm.
No, I did not
there
have
was
the
a
marble
marble
meta.
gambling economy, and then they banned it because gambling's bad. Okay.
Well, we didn't have the marble gambling, but we did have the Pogs gambling going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Anyway,
I love talking about Pogs, and people are like, "What? What are fucking Pogs?" I'm like,
I
"You
do
don't
know
want
what
to
pogs
know.
are. I
You
do know
don't
what
want to
pogs
know."
Yeah.
are. They weren't really big when for any schools I went to, but
Oh,
I
it
did
was
know what
during
they
my
were.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, I knew what they were.
I was in
All
middle
right.
school, I think, when that shit was like popping off.
Yeah, I think it was elementary school for me, but I never got any because we didn't have that kind of money. Marbles were cheap by comparison.
Oh, were they now?
I mean, you only needed a couple, and then you just go win more in marble casinos or marble
Oh, that's
battles.
true. Okay.
The marble battles, you'd have like arenas, and you'd throw marbles at each other and try to knock
Oh
people's
God.
marbles out of the circle.
Right.
Anyway, uh, you guys are traveling. You do feel yourself going down in elevation, deeper into this
Hmm.
moon. Um, at some point, you come into a area that is winding around, and you see standing within in an area where the caves have narrowed down considerably. You see you do see like somebody standing ahead of you.
Okay, who is this? What do they look like?
Uh, you see someone that there seems to be like a crackling kind of like you see like kind of sparks crackling around them. A large, technically medium size, but a imposing figure wearing a gleaming golden breastplate and carrying a shining spear. In fact, it's
Oh,
someone
we've
you
seen this person
Oh,
before.
yeah, it's someone you
weren't you all
recognize.
like, I don't know, you were challenging her. The
Yeah,
Valkyrie?
what
Yeah,
are you
she's like,
doing in
you guys are
here this
too weak
time?
for me
Not a
to even
Valkyrie.
fight
What
you.
is it?
It is a Valkyrie.
It was a
Valkyrie,
Valkyrie,
okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So she's kind of at the edge of your light at the moment. Because your light's, it's about 60 feet, right?
Can my
Um,
dark vision see her?
yeah, your dark vision sees her too, 60 feet.
All right.
She's like right at kind of the edge of that. I think Vander has low light vision. Maybe Razok does, or Razok has dark vision too, right?
I have dark vision. Yeah.
Vander can see her pretty well with low light vision.
Mhm.
Those of you with dark vision can see her right at the edge of it. Um,
All right. Well, I hail her. And I ask her, what are you doing inside of the
you
moon?
do,
What
but
is this time?
she looks
Uh-oh.
towards you, and you can kind of tell that something about the way she's looking at you doesn't. She doesn't seem like
She's
she's
gone
all there.
crazy.
Uh-oh.
And
Do you want to read this
she,
book about Grotus?
yeah, she doesn't need to because she has seen it in real life. Roll for initiative as she screams out
Yeah.
a battle cry and looks ready to attack. As wandering the
Everything's
halls of
fine here.
Grodus without any proper planar adaptation spells and things like that has clearly not been kind to her mental state.
All right.
There's
Now,
no active combat
I
encounter.
gotta start the act. Yeah, now you can roll initiative. And you see around her that there actually are like it looks like they're like she is recently been fighting. Like
The
there
like weird
is
cave creatures that we fought last
yeah,
time.
you see like the corpses of some proteans around her, like those strange kind of
Mhm.
fleshy masses that you fought last time you guys were in these caves. Is that everybody? It looks like that's everybody. All right, Efoot, you may go first.
Oh, yay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do the sensible thing. I am going to cast haste.
That's the opposite of what I would do.
And,
What the sensible thing?
Yeah.
and start my performance.
Okay, so everybody gets haste and inspire courage.
Wait, is my inspire higher now?
I don't know. It's at
I need
11,
to edit
so
it to
might be.
11.
My melee is 6. I turn it on. And my melee is
Yeah, everyone should be
9.
able to just
So
set
it's a
the
plus 3.
yeah, inspire courage is at +3 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you just set the caster level of inspire
On the
courage
buff.
buff,
11.
it'll do it properly automatically.
Yeah.
That's what I
Hmm.
do.
All right, haste and inspire is
Okay,
That's so
so
practical.
haste is a fleeting haste, so it'll only last for 5 rounds or 6
5
rounds,
rounds.
but
Yeah.
I think it rounds down to 1 minimum, so 5 rounds. But hopefully 5 rounds is enough anyway.
Yeah.
Eh,
Okay, let me open this pop out thing. Okay, Shazra.
I'm up first, huh?
Yep.
All right.
well, second, but yeah.
Well, if she wants to fight, then we can fight.
Yeah, you're up second technically. Efoot went first, which is
Mhm.
actually exactly what you guys probably wanted because
That,
Yeah.
all she did was put a bunch of buffs on you.
Yeah, I
Yay.
do like that.
After playing Wrath of
Nice.
the Righteous a lot on the video game, it's like, wow, having Bard go first is amazing.
Oh yeah,
Or just just delay to have
Getting the
Bard go
buffs up.
first.
I made my PC in Wrath of the Righteous a bard. I'm like, I'm always gonna want a bard in my party. I am the
Yeah.
bard.
How'd that go with the mythic
Yeah.
levels?
That's fine.
You go trickster or what?
I went Azada actually.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm gonna
That's the
throw
one
a
that gets the
shield on
cool
myself.
dragon pet, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Ivu.
Draw my weapon. Use shield. That's my turn.
Okay. Billy.
I feel like I probably shouldn't troll the party with this spell, so I'm gonna do something else.
Okay.
So we all have our little buffs. I think what I want to do is, we know this is a Valkyrie.
Yes.
I'm going to 5-foot step over to Razak and cast Name Bullet on one of the arrows in his quiver and touch it.
Name
I
bullet
can.
for this Valkyrie.
Yeah, and I'm gonna name the creature type Valkyrie.
Okay.
Because it's a selected creature type, so it's a subtype for humanoids or outsiders.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think that's
Valkyries
something like that
are
works.
a medium outsider. You can name a specific.
Okay. So that is the plan. I press the button, and you now have a magical named arrow.
Yep.
So I
Say,
might have.
hey, use this one. I say.
Yeah.
In your
If he
head.
hits, I might have to make you roll this SR because Valkyries do have SR.
Well, as you can see, I have a +5 to spell pin in
It's
the
pretty good.
notes. So
Yep.
I got annoyed after the protean thing we had to fight.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. Valkyrie goes next. She is going to. She's gonna pull her spear out and she's going to throw it at Vander, who is the closest person.
Oh, good. I thought it was gonna be skewered on a spit.
At the bunny rabbit with the cape and the
I don't have
backpack.
a. Okay, I don't.
It's too weird.
see-
You're weirding her out, man. Weird
Okay, so
things
she gets a
must happen.
36 versus Vander's flat-footed, unless you can't be caught flat-footed. But 36 probably hits
Oh.
regardless, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she was using Vital Strike as well. I just gotta figure out which tier of Vital Strike she has. I think she
Oh,
just has
jeez.
regular Vital Strike though. Yes, she just has regular Vital Strike. So okay, so only 17 damage onto Vander. That's her turn. She throws that. At the end of her turn, the spear returns back to her.
Aha.
All right, Vander, you're up.
She doesn't have ricochet toss. What a noob.
Yeah, if she had ricochet toss, she could have done like
Full
multiple
rounded or
attacks.
something. Yeah.
Why don't Paizo just give all their monsters this obscure feat?
It's such an absurd feat. It doesn't make sense, honestly.
What?
Ricochet toss.
What, to just keep throwing us something?
That you
Yeah.
just throw it in such a perfect way that even if you miss the attack, it still like bounces,
It bounces back to you.
to throw it again in the
To be
same
fair, it's a
action.
it has a lot of feat requirements too. So you have to be you pretty much have to be like level 10 to get it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, look at what wizards are doing at that level. Is it really that bad?
True. Yeah.
But it's funny because since it returns it upon resolving the attack, it lets you full attack with it.
It also requires fighter levels too.
You can take
You can get
With
around
weapon
it
training.
what
with
is it, martial focus or something.
it's martial focus is the name of the feat, which lets you count
Ah.
as having fighter training for purposes of feat prerequisites. So if you're not a fighter, you have to take that. Or if you're not somebody that gets like I think Magus could take
I
it.
think
for
I was a
example.
war priest and I got counted at half level for fighter or something like that.
No, Magus wouldn't be able to get it because it specifically requires the weapon training class feature. I just
you would
count as
okay.
being half of the
Yeah,
level of a
you would
fighter.
also have to take martial focus then probably.
Anyways,
Did you said it was a Valkyrie?
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Is
the
she in the
Valkyrie.
air?
She is not in the air. She is
Okay.
standing on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna
And you have haste, so yeah, you
yeah
can do it pretty easily.
run up to her and acrobatics through her.
Okay.
Ooh, look at Vander go.
I can't look. He's too fast.
Also, he might be out of your vision anyway.
It turns out maybe I should have
Oh no,
cast my
he's
spell.
actually you can still see him.
Yeah, I can see Vander. I can't
Ooh,
see
nice.
her, but I just cast any bullet.
50. I think that beats her CMD plus 5. Probably.
That's okay. That's like almost what my rogue was at.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
almost what Brugard did.
That definitely is higher than her CMD plus 5. You're getting up there though. You might be able. That might be a high enough roll to like get past some dragons. Actually, maybe not Pedriarch, but probably a lot of
Okay.
dragons.
Are they?
So she is holding a spear. Um, sorry, what was your question?
I'm assuming they're precisionable.
Yes, yeah, precision damage works on her.
Okay. If I need to click this haste button or not.
She has some DR, although you're
We'll find
using
out.
a weapon that will overcome all of her DR.
If you want
so.
the extra attack from haste, you need to click the haste button, I think.
No, I don't want it. This is just
Okay. Then yeah. As long as you have the haste buff on you, you get the +1. If you click the haste button when you do the attack, it gives you the extra attack. They're separated.
Yeah. He almost never takes the haste attack because usually he's
Mhm.
usually doing move standard swift every turn.
Yeah. Because you get the free attack if you with
The
bonuses. if
swift
you do
action is
your-
an attack, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's just is this the swift action attack
Yeah.
then? Okay. I don't think that confirms. No, it does not confirm, but it does hit for a bunch of damage. And because you are using the God's Bane weapon, I'm assuming it goes through all of her DR.
Because she's a god.
Nice.
No, it's because it
I'm
has a
just-
high
I
def
know,
enhancement
I'm
bonus.
joking. I assume it's like DR good or evil or something.
She
it
has
fancy?
DR versus Cold Iron and Lawful, but both of those are
Oh, okay. Yep.
overcome by the enhancement bonus.
By a +4, yeah.
If you have a +4 or higher, it overcomes that. So
Hey, guess what? Bladebound Magus can also do that.
yes. Okay. Then you still have. Did you have to double move to do that?
No.
Okay, so you still have a standard action then. So I guess you could Vital Strike her or something if you'd like.
Yes. On
That's
this
pretty cool
attack, I
build.
wouldn't have my hidden strike damage.
Correct. You'll have Vital Strike to help kind of make up for it a little bit,
Mhm.
though. I think the Vital Strike's not quite as much as the precision damage, but it's... okay, so that
It's
unfortunately misses. The same as your confirmation roll was. But you did 44 damage with the first attack there, so... Alright, Razok.
I'm gonna full rounder, and the name bullet's gonna be the haste attack.
Okay.
So it'll be the last attack I think that pops up.
So many dice.
Alright.
Yeah. And I
Unfortunately,
will do I'll do for the undefined, it's gonna be what was her weaknesses?
Lawful and cold iron.
Well, then, so it's just I can only do elemental. I'll do
She's resistant to acid, fire, but otherwise has no and immune to cold and electricity.
immune to
Immune to
cold
cold
and
and electricity,
and she has resistance to the other ones.
acid and
I'll
fire.
I'll just do fire.
Okay, so probably won't get through her DR, but
You
Yeah.
didn't get your plus 20 on the name bullet attack, or did you just not want to use it?
is that what
no,
name bullet does, or is name bullet just an automatic?
No,
No.
he
critical?
has his own thing for that.
Yeah, I didn't want to use it yet. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know what we're gonna be running into later. I only get it once per day.
Okay.
So
The name bullet actually misses in this case.
Pluto, let's keep in mind that the named bullet
goes after touch.
it goes after touch AC.
Oh,
Does that change the
that might change it.
calculation?
Let me check. Okay, that does actually matter. So I do need you to roll versus the SR in that case.
Yep. So I'm caster level 11 plus a 5 spell pin.
All right. So first off, though, let's resolve the other ones because those are easy. The mini shot, that attack does hit. And then what is your bow? It's a magic bow, right? What is the enhancement bonus on it?
+1.
Oh, it's only +1. Okay.
Yeah, but I
The
have cluster
DR
shots now. I
You
have
cluster
cluster
shots.
shots now,
Okay,
too.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So that first arrow, like a lot of the damage on that will get absorbed, but then after that, you're doing full damage.
Does cluster shot work with resistances, or it's just DR, isn't it?
Just DR, but
Okay. Here's your spell pin. Oh no. I rolled low. It might
he
not
rolled
do
low. Okay, so it doesn't do it, but
No.
it does still hit because that made it that attack versus touch AC, so it did something.
That's true. Okay.
Because otherwise that
72
attack
damage you would have gotten. Well,
Mhm.
minus
Yeah.
the other damage that maybe didn't help, but
All right. Well, she is still up. Probably if
Mm.
you'd made that caster roll check, she would have been down. But round
what more can I
2.
do, Pluto? I have a +5 to spell pin.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like unless I get a
Yeah.
reroll.
I could have. I
Should've
thought
cast
about using
Grand
that
Destiny.
+20,
I don't know.
but I was like, I don't want to use it
Yeah, no,
once
it's
a
fine.
day.
I mean, it hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, I can only cast name bullet 5 more times today, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
All right, Efoot.
I think like she just got wrecked, dude.
She's
Yeah,
pretty
she-
wrecked so far, yeah.
She looked like she was already a little injured before this fight even started, and now
Yeah.
she's like already almost taken out. Like,
Yeah.
Vander and Razov just messed her up.
Well, I guess I don't. I'm gonna let my performance linger. For
Okay.
one.
Not use another round though. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably smart.
And I don't know. I'll get closer so that I can intimidate her.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. Yeah, no, I'm not very intimidating.
She stares at you blankly. Does like a slow blink.
Oh man, I love those.
Tilts her head a little bit. What? All right, Shazra.
Fucking goblin. That's probably what's going. Like,
What'd you say to me?
Going through her head. Goblin. What the?
Oh, just wait till I get to your mama jokes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't really want to use any more of my resources. I feel like this
Right?
is handled.
She might full round Vandir or something.
Trying to see if there's anything I can do.
You know that
kinda,
she has
poke her.
Valkyries have some healing magic as well.
I'm gonna move in.
And they have some lightning abilities they can do too.
I can get into a flank with Vander. Boop.
Okay.
Do I want to use my arcane pool?
She does have DR, Cold Iron, and was it Lawful?
Correct.
So you probably want to enhance your weapon to get past that.
Yeah, but do I need to?
Remember last time we met this lady, she was like, "You're not strong enough to even be a challenge for me."
I know she can't even handle my entourage. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, she said that, but she
I'm just saying, don't you want to prove a point here?
No, she's not even thinking
she doesn't even
correctly.
seem lucid. Yeah,
Yeah.
she has like she actually seems like she might be under an insanity effect or something. Or like,
Yeah, we should try and cure her. Maybe she'll help
I mean
us.
that is an
We
option.
can't. We don't have access
I
to
mean, does it seem
miracle.
like it's actual like an insanity or maybe like just some kind of enchantment? Like,
Uh,
is it dispellable?
you don't think it's dispellable? No, you think you would need
Okay.
something like psychic surgery or a heal
Cool.
spell.
Miracle.
All right.
Yeah, miracle
I'm
duplicating
gonna
the heal
I'm
spell
gonna
would do it.
spend one of my precious arcane pool points. And I'll do I know she's resistant to fire?
She
Yes.
does resist fire. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna make it keen.
Okay.
We'll make an attack at +2 because we're flanking.
What if we just
Okay.
knock her out and then take her out of this place? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really know how to knock people out.
Oh,
That's very difficult for me.
that's
Even though
fair.
his stat or his attack rolls always say non-lethal, he never actually does non-lethal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't know
It's a
what's
feint.
going on there.
It's a feint.
Yeah. All right. That
Plus 25. No way it's that high. Is it? Wow,
You
it
have a
might be.
it might be
you have
you
three
have a
bonus now.
you got
+3
plus
bonus and
3 from
courage.
Inspire Courage.
Plus
Haste is up.
haste. My dex
Flanking.
is huge. Plus the 5 from. Wow, yeah, man, we're just at that at these numbers. Oh,
Yep.
it's right, and I'm not taking a penalty from spell combat, and I'm getting the +2 from flank.
Yep. Yeah. No
Yeah, it's a
spell combat
lot.
as well. So that is a confirmed critical hit for 30 damage. That is enough to bring her down. It doesn't seem like she is dead, but she is
Oh,
unconscious.
she's lucky.
Hey, you did it.
She's very
You
lucky.
knocked her out.
I mean, she looks like she's dying.
There might be something I can do. I don't know for sure how this
Oh, you're
interaction
welcome
works.
to. I put my sword away. I let out a little disappointed sigh.
There is not anything I can do.
How does this interaction work?
Other than, I guess, stop her from bleeding out.
All right, Pluto, maybe you know off the top of your head. If
Yep.
I confuse a creature who's insane, do they both apply then? As per like id insinuation?
I
Or could
mean,
I cause my confusion to like control the I guess maybe she's just not confused, she's just insane.
No,
insane
she's not.
functions like confusion. So it, I don't know. I guess it would depend. It might work. It probably would work if she failed her save.
If I'm just like I cast id insinuation and then just choose for you to act in the way I choose.
Yeah, I think
Right.
that would work. I think.
That's the plan right now. Let me see at what point I have it insinuation 4. I think at that point I can choose what their result is. But I'm just trying to find that spell because it's hard to find for some reason.
Do you guys stabilize her?
Mhm,
Yes.
I try.
I do.
Okay. What are you doing to stabilize her? Just a heal check
Cast Fervor.
or cast
If you
cast
fail to do it,
divine
I'll
heals?
cast a heal.
I just do a Fervor.
Okay.
Lay it. Yep.
Okay,
How
let's
much is
see.
that healer for then? Like,
It's 1d6, so it'd be
okay.
just enough to stop the bleeding. I'll roll it real quick.
She's not very negative, so
Oh, you
okay.
shouldn't have told Shazra that.
Yeah, but I mean,
What? I'm fine.
it's
She's
not gonna
enough
wake
that
her up.
she's yeah, if you don't intentionally wake her up, you can bring her
Yeah,
back into positive but still have her be unconscious.
yeah.
So she is above she's back in positive actually. She was at -2, so she probably was gonna make the con check to stabilize if you hadn't done anything. But
Yeah.
um
Okay, I'm gonna do this just because I think it's fun, but I don't think it's that useful.
it might be.
So the way this works with it insinuation 4 is if they fail to save, right? So they're like confused or whatever. On the first round, I select the result of the confused condition without any roll. And then on the next rest of this round of the spell, the target rolls twice and I choose which of the two is used.
Here's
So
something to point out for you as well. Unconscious target does not get a save; they just automatically fail.
oh, okay, we'll leave her unconscious if she is.
Yeah, so you can cast that on her and then wake her up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I use my 5th level, one of my 5th level slots just for this
What is this doing? It's just
conversation.
suppressing
I'm
the.
It
suppressing the insanity that she has from this area to
Oh,
give
okay.
a controlled confusion that I can kind of control what result is on the confusion
mhm.
die.
It's
Okay.
basically cancel. He's using confusion to cancel out her
I wonder
confusion.
if we use planar adaptation on her, if it'll suppress the effects.
I guess what does my knowledge say? Because as a player, I think that it wouldn't work.
You think
But
that
my
if you
knowledge
were to remove
claims.
the confusion from like your insanity and then put it on, it would prevent her from becoming insane again.
But I don't have any way to permanently remove the insanity right now.
You don't, but you
She
think that
might.
that she actually probably does.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Um, okay. So, and yeah, I don't get to choose what action she takes, but I can choose like she acts normally, right?
Yes.
So I cast this on her. I wake her up,
Tell her
Okay.
and
she's
on the
insane.
first round of the confusion, I say you act normally.
Okay. Oh, it
And
gives
I
you like a different table too. Looks like, right?
is there? Are you looking at the psionic one or something?
I'm looking at it insinuation. Is that the name of the? Oh, this is a
Yeah,
third
you're
party
looking at the
version of it.
psionic.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the
Probably you have
psionic
to look at
one.
the second result,
Yeah.
and it's
Okay.
just confusion per confusion.
Yep. Okay. Got it. It's otherwise very similar though. Looks like
And it lasts as long as I concentrate.
+1 round. Yep.
So I'm gonna concentrate this whole time, but also if I can talk to her, say,
Yeah. She'll.
I'm trying to suppress your confusion from this realm. Can you cure yourself of it?
She nods and casts heal on herself because
Okay.
Valkyries have heal.
Hmm.
And
She
I
gets
can't.
it at caster level 12, so I don't think she gets back to full health. Yeah,
Wait,
she doesn't.
heal cures insanity?
It sure
Yeah.
does. That it
Oh.
calls out specifically as one of the things that heals.
I will tell her that I can't dismiss my spell, but we will just hold you down until it runs its course.
Very well. I
Okay,
don't
now
remember much of what happened, but I know that you have bested me in combat, even though I wasn't at my best.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
When
We
you're in
did.
your right mind, I think we would more than accept a challenge at
I-
your
Um,
cast.
so we get to roll 2 times. You're dropping it. There's gonna last for one more round, right? So
yes.
2 D100s.
Well, I instruct Shazra and Vandir to kind of pin her down in case she tries to lash out at us.
Okay, so you guys will have
But-
her like in a grapple or something, or like a pin,
A
basically.
pin
so.
is what I'm thinking. Yeah. So yeah, 2D100s, and I can pick which one is used.
I'm not touching her.
I'll help.
Okay.
Razok
Right.
agrees to come up and do it. All right. Okay, so we got a 19 and a 66. I think 19
So
is act
19 is
normally.
act normally. So yeah,
So
I'll
you do
just
act
choose that.
normally. Okay, so she does that. She doesn't do anything. She chooses to follow your instructions.
Okay, and I tell her once that's happened, she's not like fighting out. I say, okay, release her. Like everything's fine.
Yeah.
I think you're cured now.
She says, I underestimated the effects of wandering these halls. Though were many great challenges to be had here. This
Yeah, it
place
looks like
does
you cleaned up well
wear
here.
on you.
You know, I look at the bug corpses or whatever they are all around. Like, good, nice job.
I am in your debt.
Do you have a knack for fighting dragons that want to destroy deities,
Can you make weapons?
or
I-
are you a smith?
No.
No, I am,
Definitely don't say that to this
I am not
Valkyrie, servant of a
skilled
god.
in crafting weapons, no, but fighting a fearsome foe such as a dragon is something within my abilities.
There's this crazy magma dragon we told you about last time, Pedriarch. We're gonna be fighting him soon in the coming weeks, I'd say, and we're gathering all the help we can to stop him from trying to destroy deities. So if you will accept the call to arms, then we could use your help.
If you will be willing to have me, but I cannot guarantee that so long as we stay in this place that the madness won't take me again. But I should be resilient for a while. I was wandering this place for quite some time, I think. Although time is very difficult here.
You have that extra. Oh.
Do you want to come with us? Like, because if it happens again, I can just do the same thing and you can heal yourself again. Or do you want us to just find you?
I can only do that once a day.
Well, surely you won't succumb to the madness again today. You were here for many days,
That's
right?
true. I believe it should be good for at least a day.
Okay. How should we contact you?
If you are willing to, I will travel with you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
If you are indeed going to come across more battles, then I will help you in those battles.
Oh, we certainly will.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Then you have my spear.
And my no,
Yeah.
I don't have an axe. in
A
this
dwarf
character.
crawls out of here. My axe.
And my adamantine dagger. Oh wait, you sold that.
And my adamantine dagger that I bought off this bunny. I bought in the markets of Sothis.
Wait, did we actually make a friend for once, a party companion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I feel like a lot of times I try for that kind of thing and it never works out.
What are you talking about? I throw them at you guys all the time.
That was actually a pretty legit plan with that.
Yeah, I
counter
didn't
confusion.
I had thought that I was like, well, if somebody has like a scroll of heal or something like that, and then you use that, then I figured maybe somebody
Yeah.
would do that. But I was like, most likely she's just gonna get killed. But the right circumstances came up, and you guys got an ally. I mean, theoretically, you guys could have convinced her to travel to like work with you guys the first time you met her, but you guys rolled really, really badly on, I think, like a diplomacy check or something, and so she's like, that doesn't impress me. Screw you guys. I'm gonna go in there and find my own battles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I decided next time you go in here, you guys were gonna run into her. So
Well,
here
Shazra
she
didn't
is.
kill her, and the name Bullet didn't crit, so all the stuff worked out.
Everything worked out. Yeah.
Seems
Mhm.
so.
I guess we continue on towards the
Yeah.
Chamber of
Well,
Grotus.
that's probably where we're gonna wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, for next session, you guys will have one Valkyrie helping out. So um and yeah, next session will be on the 19th.
Okay.
Hopefully people will be able to make it for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
At the
think
moment,
so.
yes.
Secret for your game on Sunday, I should be good,
Okay.
but there's a possibility that I will not. I might be like late or not there, but I should be there.
I should be there too. I think I'm helping somebody move. That should all. If I am, I'm gonna be like letting them know, like, yo, I got somewhere I gotta be at.
All
That game's
right.
at 6 o'clock. Is that when we're
Well,
playing that game?
yeah, but I wouldn't hate it if you guys all didn't show up, so it's okay.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
I've been there though. I get it.
I mean, so I'm going to like this LAN
Secret's like, if you
party
guys don't show up,
thing
I get a
all
free
weekend.
Sunday. So
Yeah.
No, I've had games where I'm like, I don't feel prepared. I'm like, if everyone can't, or like if somebody cancels, I'll just be like, all right, well, I guess we're
Yep.
not playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to like this LAN party thing with a bunch of friends this weekend. I think I should
that
be
like-
home by Sunday night.
Yeah, that's like
But
a
I don't
Saturday
know
night
if
kind of
it
thing.
could just it's gonna be a Friday night, Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
But then if they all took off work Monday like I did, then maybe they want to extend it another night. Maybe because people are like flying in from out of town and stuff. Like there's a couple people coming
Yeah.
in.
Why didn't you tell me about
So
this? I could have flown in.
well, it's like specifically my college friend group.
Gotcha. Yeah. No,
So,
I'm just kidding.
but we should hang out again.
I'm way
sometime.
too introverted for
I
that
do
much
want to
partying,
go
honestly.
I do want to go out to Kansas City one of these days. So
Yeah, let me know.
maybe
And
next year. Maybe I'll line it up with the baseball season. Go there so I can watch
I was
a
gonna
Mariners
There you
say
game.
go.
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm back in Portland in not too long, or if I go to Seattle.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Let me go to Seattle.
So
I wouldn't mind an excuse going up there too.
I'll go
yeah,
up there. I can DoorDash up there.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna be in Seattle next week for Tuesday through Sunday, starting on the 10th.
Oh,
But
fun.
yeah.
Okay. Are you doing
all
anything
right.
fun or?
I
Watch
will
the
talk
Mariners
to you guys
game.
later.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
See you,
Take
Grim.
care, everyone.
Yep, have a good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Later.
night.
Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna go
Bye,
to a
Ron.
bunch of different like breweries and
That sounds like a blast.
maybe I'll check out some like. I mean, there's a lot of different things I could go to in Seattle. Like last time or maybe not last time, but I know like one time I went up there. I went to like they have the pop culture museum. I don't know if I want to go there this time but I think they probably have some they rotate some stuff through there
I mean, if
too.
it's pop culture, it should change frequently, right?
They do have
Or is
rotating
it like a
exhibits.
history of pop culture?
Yeah, it's
So it's like Michael
some of
Jackson
that.
and whatever.
They have like a big they have like a big Nirvana exhibit, for example, where they have a bunch of like memorabilia and guitars and
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that there. And but they have like it's pop culture, so there's a section about like a bunch of movie stuff as well. So they have like movie props and um they have some like I think there's like a thing where they have like a fantasy exhibit that has like some like I think they have some like magic art there, for example, like MTG art and